40 going live, waiting at a green light, and we are on. Hey guys, how you going? Today BK Sport. We're here for the first game of 3 today, and dearie me, it's an interesting one. I really don't know how to call this one. I think I know who's going to win, but I don't know if I want to go 1-12 or I don't know if I want to go 13 plus. To be completely honest with you, the Canberra Raiders taking on the New Zealand Warriors down there in Canberra. It should be. It's going to be interesting because the Warriors usually actually play well against Canberra. Obviously, the last time these two teams played earlier this year, the Warriors got a 1-point win over them up there. I believe it was in Redcliffe. But now this is down in Canberra. Shaun Johnson usually plays well against the Canberra Raiders. So it could be a close one. I think I'm mainly with the 1-12, but we'll see how we go. Let's go through the two-team lineups here first, and also the NRL ladder because it means a lot to the Raiders. The Warriors technically would keep their 8 race alive if they won, but they're obviously not really in the hunt for the 8 there, guys. But let's go and have a look at what the two-team lineups are here first. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. On our way to 20k. Let's get it before the NRL finals. I reckon we'll get there. I reckon we'll get there before the NRL finals. Let's get to 20k before the NRL finals. And let's get into the team list. So, Adam Mariota, Elliott Whitehead, and Nick Cottridge come in here for the Raiders, with Brad Schneider, James Schiller, and Jordan Rapana going out. Xavier Savage is the fullback today, with Nick Cottridge and Albert Hapawade on the wings. Manny Tomoko and Sebastian Chris in the centres, with Jackie Whiten and Jamal Flogerty in the halves. Josh Papali'i with Joseph Tarpanay in the front row, Zach Wolford in the number 9, with Hudson Young and Elliott Whitehead back row, and Adam Elliott is the lock. Tommy Starling, Ryan Sutton, Emre Gula, and Corey Harawira-Nara is the interchange, with Ata Mariota as the replacement, the 18th man there. Moving over to the Warriors here, Dejan Arce, Dallin Watene-Zelezniak, and Jackson Frey come in. Dejan Arce had a really good game earlier on the season. Hasn't been able to have a crack too much there recently, but with a couple of outs here, they've decided to bring him back in, and especially they've put Chanel Harris-Tavita there into the fullback. So Reece Walsh isn't playing today, lads. Reece Walsh is not playing today. If there's an actual reason for it, please let me know. But there is also a very high possibility that the Storm are trying to get him for the rest of the season. So that could be why. I'm just assuming here. I don't know anything about what's going on right now. I've only just got home. I've been super busy today. But Reece Walsh is not playing here for the Warriors, which is, pretty disappointing for the game overall, because Reece Walsh is a great player. But Aaron Penne, Edward Kosi, and Freddie Lussick are going out for the Warriors. Chanel Harris-Tavita, he's a fullback, with Dallin Watene-Zelezniak and Marcelo Montoya on the wings. Jesse Arthurs and Adam Pompey in the centres, with Dejan Arce and Shaun Johnson in the halves. Adam Fanor-Blake with Tohu Harris as the front row. Wade Egan is the number 9. With Ewan Aiken and Jack Murchie in the back row. Oh, sorry, Reece Walsh is actually on the interchange. Forget me, he's on the interchange. I'm all over the shop. Ewan Aiken and Jack Murchie's in the back row, and then Jazz Tafunga is the lock, but still, it's weird seeing him there. Josh Curran, Reece Walsh, Bunty Afoa, and Ali Esa Katoa is the interchange, with Jackson Frey as the 18th man replacement. So, yeah, obviously, interesting that they've gone Harris-Tavita down the fullback. It's like, it really doesn't make sense to me, considering that, okay, look, if Reece Walsh goes to the Storm, fair enough. But if Harris-Tavita's next year is not playing with the Warriors either, like he's literally effectively retiring from the game, taking a break, but he's effectively retiring from the game. So I don't really understand why you would take Reece Walsh out as a bit of a, screw you kind of deal for Harris-Tavita to play the fullback there when, it just doesn't really make a great deal of sense to me, unless the Storm thing is happening. So I believe that this Storm thing may actually be, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. So I guess that's a big telling sign that Harris-Tavita will get the starting fullback spot here today. But let's go through the NRL ladder here. Before I do get into the chat, guys, let's get into the NRL ladder and what will happen from these games. So, for the Warriors, they're actually in 12th and the Raiders are in 11th, but the Raiders are 3 wins above them in 18 points, with the Warriors being on 12 points. The commentary was saying that the Raiders could be in the top 8 by the end of this round, but they cannot be, because they would win by about 112, 120 or something like that to go above the Roosters, which isn't happening. But if the Warriors were to lose this game, and the Warriors couldn't go, if the Warriors were to lose this game, the Dogs beat the Titans tomorrow, the Warriors would go down to 13th, the Knights would go down to 14th, the Bulldogs would go up to 12th. If the Warriors are to win this game, obviously they would just stick themselves in that 12th position because they're too far behind the Raiders. For the Raiders, on the other hand, they can't go any lower than where they're at, but if they lose this game, it could be their finals effectively done, especially with a points differential of minus 37, when you've got the Manly Seagulls on plus 18, the Rabbitohs on plus 59, the Roosters on plus 79, Eels on plus 14. Actually, to be fair, the Raiders aren't, I guess, completely out of the fort against Wise like the Dragons are, but overall, they need to be winning this game here, which would put them into at least 10th. If they were to win by about 60-odd points, 50, 60 points, they would be above the Manly Seagulls there, and like I said, they'd need to win by over 100 to go above the Roosters. So, you'd probably be looking at them finishing in this week in 10th, because I'm going to tip the Raiders here. I'm going to tip them 1 or 12. I think the Warriors will still have enough in them to keep it relatively close. But I still think the Raiders are going to win the game. I think that you're probably looking at the Raiders being in 10th and the Warriors going to stay in 12th, because obviously they have the Titans playing the Bulldogs tomorrow, right? So, yeah, look, I think Raiders 1 or 12. It's going to be a tough game. Could easily be a 13-pluser here for the Raiders. Could easily be a 50-pluser here for the Raiders. Would not be surprised if they got by Manly. I'm just throwing that out there, guys. I would not be surprised if the Raiders actually got enough there. So, what, minus 27, minus 17, minus 7, they would, they need to win by 60. No, they can't do. They're not going to beat the Warriors by 60, you would assume. So they'll probably, they'll finish up in 10th. But guys, let's get to the chat now. That's what you guys are saying. 10 minutes until kickoff. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new, auntie. Let's get 20k before the NRL finals. Let's do it. But let's see what you guys are saying. Bongo says Raiders 34-10. Wouldn't surprise me with that one. Sachin Keller says, can't wait for another Warriors embarrassment. Nah, get around the boys, man. You know, you've got to support them. I know it's tough. I just booked my flight just then to go down to go down to Sydney tomorrow for the Titans vs Dogs game, where, you know, we could lose, man. You know, we could. I don't believe we do. I think we actually do win. But then again, I believe every week that we're going to win. So, you know, I'm a true supporter, and you should be supporting your team through thick of it as well. I know you're watching it here, but there's a difference between watching it and thinking you're going to lose, and watching it and hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? And with a comment like, can't wait for another Warriors embarrassment, I get it. I understand the pain. Trust me. I'm very well aware of that. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, that's already putting negative thoughts into the air, and if you're expecting it, it's probably going to happen. That's mate says Raiders 1 or 12. Bongo says you should get Andrew Tate on the stream. Cool, mate. Lockie Tiger Edit says, hi, hello, Lockie. How you doing, mate? Terapai Karans is up on the Warriors. That says 20 million before the finals. 20 million. Okay, so I'm coming for you, sir. Terapai Karans says Warriors for the win, 18-12. Lucas says Volkman should be playing. Blissman says, I reckon Raiders have it. Jason, Tate, of course. Golgi gives us Raiders after that gutsy performance last week. Well, the Raiders are a very good, well, not very good, but they're a decent defensive team, man. You know, they're a pretty good defensive team that I've been saying for quite some time now, people are underestimating their defense. Offensively, not so great. They really are a bit of a struggle. That does come down to the fact that their 7 is a bit of a, you know, how you going? And Jamal Flogerty, he has always been relatively, you know, basic at the Titans and is now basic at the Raiders. And Jack Whiten is really solid in defense, and it gets it going. He tries to get it going in attack, but he's still not the greatest, I guess, offensive. He's still not the greatest offensive. What's it called? Offensive 6 in the game. So, you know, look, I think Jack Whiten's a great player. I think that they're 9. It's really interesting that Ricky Stewart just refuses to play Tommy Starling at 9. But again, Tom Starling hasn't really been doing an incredible amount off the bench lately. And their fullback, who's their fullback today? Because obviously Nick Clockstar's gone. Xavier Savage, that's right, rookie. But Nick Clockstar is going to the Warriors actually next year. Lockie Tiger says, I say maybe Warriors 1 or 12, but anything could happen. Anything could happen. I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors win this game. I don't think it's going to happen, but I could definitely see the Warriors winning this game, especially with the fact that they've got a good record against the Raiders. They've beat them already this year. And, you know, Sean Johnson usually plays very well down here in Canberra. He is obviously playing today, and the Warriors, I guess they are playing for pride at this point. But the fact of the matter is that we could see them give it a good go here. We could see. I think it'll take a little bit to get into this game. I think it'll be quite low scoring for the first part, but I think it will really get to a chug going there for probably the Raiders in the 15th minute, 20th minute, but the Warriors will keep it close. That's personally my thoughts. Jay says, Arsenal shall receive. Hayden says, looks like the crowd behind you is packed. It's packed, mate. It's packed here. Wow, it's absolutely packed. There, no, there. It's packed, mate. Packed. Stay, Elan, stay. Give it the $10 dono. Thank you very much for the $10 donation, big fella. Says, up at the Warriors. Bulla. We're ready to rock and roll here for a big day of rugby league. And we're starting off with a big bang $10 dono from Stay Elan. Lovely work, mate. Bongo says, what's everyone's pronoun? Okay. Time him out, because he's obviously trolling there. Golgi Cube says, Raiders the type of team that play according to their opposition. If opposition good, they play up. If the Warriors, they tank. Yeah, there's that option. There is absolutely that potential there. The Raiders are not exactly the most consistent team on the planet. You know, they've always been a bit of an interesting team where you don't really know what you're going to get from them, whether they could be. They never really have a really good quality attack in them, though. The attack has never really been a main focus of Canberra. I actually can't remember a time that I remember in my, I guess, support of the rugby league is that when the Raiders were specifically an attacking-based team rather than a defensive-based team. You know, it's like I can't remember a time the Titans were ever a defensive-based team and not an attacking-based team. You know, so it's funny how teams kind of I guess, stabilise the way that they play over a long time as a club, as a foundation club, you know. They're not a foundation club, but what I'm saying is, as a foundation, as a club, they usually have a very similar process. The Dogs have always wanted to be a defensive-minded outset, but just since Trent Barrett, they obviously went. Fetty Brown says, Bongo, my pronouns are shut up. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Sam Fulau, I'm going to ask the question. So you're going to get timed out 5 minutes because you said Storm with an S at the end of it, which we're going to find out there's going to be a lot of timeouts tonight. Obviously, that's a little bit of a joke rule on this channel. You say the S at the end of Storm, you're going to get timed out 5 minutes. But I do believe Reece Walsh will go to the Storm, yeah. I think that the only reason I'm asking this question is because I guess it's realistic and I need to. I do believe Reece Walsh will go midway through the season to the Storm. I think that that'll give the Broncos some good confidence as well that he can translate into another team. I think that obviously they'll give him some good experience with a really good team, and the Broncos would love that. So they would allow that, for one. And Warriors, I just don't think that, I don't think they really have any purpose of keeping him for the rest of this year, considering that he's not considering they're not playing for final spot. However, I will say that we are starting to go down the loan system route, which is what the Premier League does and European football does, which is an interesting route. We are starting to see a lot more nowadays. It's the beginning of this route, and we saw it with player swaps, Momorowski and whatnot before. We've seen it with Harry Grant, where he got loaned to the Tigers for a year. Now we're seeing potentially Reece Walsh get loaned to the Storm for half a year. So we are seeing that it is becoming a lot more common in the game, which is interesting because if you watch the Premier League, it gets pretty frustrating if you're a low-ranked team. I don't have to think about that anymore. I used to always have to think about that when I was younger. I don't have to think about that anymore with Man City, though. Gil Belandra says, let's go to faders. Yeah, faders haven't really been fading too much recently. Last week, they actually did pretty well. Hayden said, I just realised that all the Queensland teams in the top 4. I know, they're pretty good, eh? Pretty good, Queensland. We're absolutely killing it right now. Cowboys, Titans, and the Broncos. Just unfortunately, the Storm below the Sharkies there. Otherwise, it'd be all 4 Queensland teams up there. Otherwise, it'd be all 4 Queensland teams. So we're still waiting here. It's retro round, so looking forward to seeing these Raiders retro jerseys. Desmond says, can't say that S word with an S at the end of it. You can't do it. You cannot do it. Titans first, Cows second, Brisbane fourth. I know. Brisbane letting the Queensland teams down. Natural was taken for 4 minutes to kick off. Roughly, yeah. So the Raiders are about to come out here onto the field. The Warriors will come out first, but the Raiders and Warriors are about to come out on the field. So hit that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get it. Max Watson says, I think this final season will be really good because basically the entire top 8 right now has the potential to win the comp. No, they don't. No, they don't. I do not believe that the Broncos or Cowboys can beat the Panthers. And I do not believe the Sharks can beat the Panthers. I also don't believe that the Rabbitohs... Actually, I can see the Rabbitohs maybe. I would say that I can maybe see 3 teams overall in that 8 right now that I could see beat the Panthers. And that would be the Roosters, like I've been saying for weeks. And that would be the Eels, and that'd be the Storm. That'd be the 3 teams that I've got. So I disagree with you, but in the same sense, you know, Cowboys are second, the Broncos are full. However, we did see a full-strength Cowboys team go up against a pretty full-strength Panthers team, and they lost 22-0, right? So, and the Cowboys would more than likely, if they can hold that top 2 spot, they will more than likely have to only play the Panthers in the grand final, because you'd assume that they win that first week of the finals. But if they play the Storm or the Broncos, they'll probably beat the Broncos, but no, I don't think the Broncos can win the comp. I don't think they're anywhere close to winning the comp right now. I think there's still a lot to work with that team, but they're in the right movements. They're moving forward. However, I don't think the Broncos win the comp, no. So I can understand where you're coming from, but I'll disagree with you in some factors. Most factors. Asmo says they fade in reserve grade. Gil Belandra says missing Redcliffe in the top 4. Yeah, so Redcliffe's not actually a team. It's actually just the Dolphins. They've taken away the Redcliffe name, so they don't actually represent Redcliffe. They're just Brisbane. I think they're going to try and represent maybe East Brisbane or Sunshine Coast region, but I'm starting to think maybe more so they're going to say East Brisbane. Then that kind of takes away the potential of the Tigers and whatnot. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a bit of a mockery there. Like, they're not even playing their home games at Redcliffe. Their home stadium is Suncorp. Their home stadium is literally Suncorp. Blissy says, Blaze weekend, we're undefeated. Who's undefeated? The Sharks. You're definitely not undefeated. But the team at the top of the table is obviously undefeated. Max Watson said, I don't think everyone can beat Penrith, but if they got knocked out by Roosters, Storm or Eels, I think things will be shaken up pretty heavily. Well, I've been saying for weeks now, everyone's been saying the Roosters would be lucky to make the 8. I say, I genuinely believe they can win the comp. I would honestly have them as a team that you don't want to come 5th. You do not want to come 5th this time around. If you come 5th, you're probably going to get knocked out first week. Because I think the Roosters will knock you out first week. Whether it's the Broncos, whether it's the Sharks, potentially the Storm too. I honestly think Sydney could go down there to Melbourne and get the job done. I could definitely see them doing the job over the Rabbitohs, and I could definitely see them doing the job over the Eels. And then they go to the next week. The loser of, I could see them doing Cowboys. I could see them doing, whoever. Like, I could tell you the Roosters are going to be a really sneaky shout this year. They're a sneaky shout, and a lot of people didn't even have them for the 8 about 4 weeks ago. And I've been saying for about 4 weeks, probably saying for about 5 weeks now, that I think Roosters are probably the sneakiest option there. They are definitely a, what's the word? What's the word that you say for it? It's like it's a wild shot. I can't think of the word right now. It gets used quite frequently. Underdog, whatever. You'll say it in the chat, but they'll come through in a minute. Gold Cube says, do you think Walsh gets the one spot of a cover at some stage next year? Yeah, Dark Horse, that's the one, Blizzy. Yeah, Dark Horse. Yeah, Daz, mate, you're too late, mate. Get out of here, Daz, mate. Gee whiz, man. Too late. Blizzy beat you, man. Blizzy beat you. My goodness me. Daz, mate, you're slipping, sir. Sir, you are slipping. But alright, guys, here we go. Raiders will be kicking off here to the Warriors, and let's get underway. Yeah, I saw your comments, Ashton Kelson. Yeah, Muppet. Deary me. Deary me. So, the Raiders kick it off, and the Warriors will give it off to Adam or Blake, who brings it out to the 15 here. Don't forget, guys, like I said, we will be streaming the Sharks vs Panthers later on today, right after this, and then also the big game tonight, Rabbit Storm, which I'm actually really looking forward to, yeah. Natural's taking us up the Cowboys. Yeah, up the Cowboys, man. I win $400 if the Cowboys win the comp this year. I got them in the BKR Sports sweepstakes, and I thought they were coming last. A lot of people, pretty much everyone, thought they were coming last, but they've come together as a team, which has been fascinating to watch. And if they win, it's like I have the biggest underdog victory of that $400 of all time. But if they lose, it's like, but overall, no, it'd be great to see such an amazing turnaround. It was like Leicester, but Leicester was a much bigger prospect. However, it'd still be very impressive to see the Cowboys go and do it, considering everyone had them for last, besides Cowboys fans and everyone who loves to talk about hindsight. So Raiders here. Kottridge should have gone back in goal there. Oh no, Kottridge, you're a muppet, man. Oh, he's an idiot. He's an idiot, dude. Kottridge, you're an idiot, dude. Like, honestly, this guy is so stupid. Bro, what are you doing? He just stood up there and allowed him to take it back in goal. Firstly, you could have put your foot back in goal there. Secondly, what are you doing? Like, go down, bro. What are you doing? Saying else, I don't know what I was thinking with wildcard. Dasmo says you would read Blissey's out first. Well, that was the first one that came through. If it was wrong, then you can do what you want. For him lying. Alex says, too bad Cowboys are losing tomorrow. Don't know about that one, Alex. Don't know about that one, sir. But the Warriors now, they'll get this ball to the 40, to the 30, and here's a good opportunity for them now because Nick Kottridge is a Muppet man. Max Watson said, I don't think I'll be able to handle watching Matt Flog get a Prem ring if the Roosters end up winning. Yeah, that'd be painful, actually. That's a really good point. That is a fantastic point. That is a fantastic point, that. Well, that's really made me kind of have a sour note to thinking wanting to get behind the Roosters for this final series. Left hand side here for the Warriors. Oh, chance here. Oh, they've been taken down here. 10 metres out from the line. Third tackle. Raiders defensively are usually quite sound here. But the Warriors... Oh, that's a penalty. Yep, that's a penalty there. You're an idiot, Floggerty. Wow, well done, Raiders. You are giving plenty of opportunities here for the Warriors early days. Liz Morgabo says Cowboys will smash the Tigers. I will agree with you. No, Alex is a Tigers fan, so that's why he clearly is an alcoholic, as you can see. You need to be an alcoholic to be a Tigers fan. It's just a part of the business. It's just part of the business, man. So first tackle now for the Warriors. They're 3 metres out. Aiken. No, so close. 1 metre out here from the line. Second tackle. Wow, that was good defense there from Xavier Savage, and I don't even know who the other one was, but it was good defense there for the from the Raiders. Right inside here, they give it off. Oh, that's wow. Is this going to be double movement? Oh, they're going to say that's a try. Ooh. To be fair, he might be allowed to get to his feet there. I think that's... Let's have a look at this here for a second here. Right inside. Well, he has to not have a single player on top of him. He does fall off him. It's going to be a try. So the Warriors will score there, and that's all on Jamal Fogarty there. That's all on Jamal Fogarty and Nick Cottridge. It's just stupid from them. It really was stupid. That was stupid play there. The Warriors have been gifted a free try there from the back of really, really ridiculously dumb plays by the Raiders. That was ridiculously dumb plays by the Raiders there. So the number 17 there for the Warriors, who is that? Who is that? That is Jack Murchie. Jack Murchie there for the Warriors will score the first try of the game. Zebba says first versus 14 tomorrow. Zebba says actually no, it's not possible. Sorry, Dragons fans. Dragons are making the finals. Mathematically, they can. Did someone just say mathematically possible Dragons finish first? Wait, what? What are you smoking? Dragons are on 20 points. Panthers are on 34 points. There is round 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You don't understand math, sir. You don't understand math. Also, they've got minus 98 points differential and Penrith 308 plus differential. So, good luck for your math, but you're also 2 points short, thank you. Liz Morgabo says, can't watch this game, my KO account's having problems. Empire said, I thought we had 8 games left. I'm still in yesterday morning. Yep, still not 8 games even yesterday morning, though. Still not 8 games yesterday morning. That would be 7 games yesterday morning. Which would have them tied, mind you. Which would have them tied with the Panthers. So, Warriors 6-0 here, 4.5 minutes into the game. Boys, statistically speaking, Dragons can still get the wooden spoon. 20, yeah. Statistically speaking, they're only 100 points differential away from the Tigers too. It wouldn't be impossible, but it's not going to happen. But it's not impossible. Derek Bike runs Warriors just kind of confused and hardly gets over for a try. All right, so the Raiders now, they're going to wake that one away. And I actually can't believe how dumb that was from Nick Cottridge. Like, he literally just gave the Warriors a freebie try. That was really, really dumb. Like, really, really, really dumb. Like, really, really, really dumb. First tackle now for the Warriors, 15 metres out. 6-0 to the Warriors, yes. 6-0 to the Warriors, that was a good one. Second tackle now for the Warriors, they're 21 metres out, left-hand side to Toll Harris, and Ewan Aiken now gets his ball to about the 30, third tackle. So much for that good defence. It was a really nice run there from Jack Murchie, though, just bounced down, and then the Raiders couldn't hold on. But statistically speaking, Aaron Woods isn't the worst player ever. Statistically speaking. Blizzy says, Blaze, I've checked the NRL ladder just now and they're terribly wrong. They're not terribly wrong, mate. That's the live ladder right now. There's the live ladder right now. So the Warriors are going to wake that one up there. And Xavier Savage, oh my God, the Raiders are something today. The Raiders are something today. They are something. So it's going to be a knock-on here for the Raiders, and the Warriors will get the ball here 10 metres out from the Raiders line. You would think the Warriors are playing for a top 8 spot right now. You would think that the Warriors are playing for a top 8 spot right now, but instead, does he actually knock that on? Or does that just come off his head? Which would, I would think it would probably be a penalty otherwise for offside. Justin Barton says, let's go Warriors. Phil Collins against all odds. Well, this isn't against all odds. This would be a good win for the Warriors, but it wouldn't be against all odds. Like, they're 4-1. But then again, the Sharks are 4-1 against the Panthers, which is unreal odds. Unreal. I don't think they win, obviously, but, that's unreal odds to potentially get on there. So Warriors here, 10 metres out. Shawnee Johnson rolls it back to Wade Egan. Wade Egan, Sean Johnson. Johnson now. Reece Walsh. Is that Walsh? No, Harris Savita, sorry. They do look similar, guys. They do look similar from a distance. With Henny Zelezniak to Sean Johnson. 6 again here for the Warriors as well. This is an absolutely diabolical start here from the Warriors. From the Raiders. Warriors, good start here. James Paul says, go Warriors. Do you think the Warriors look dangerous next season? Absolutely not, Terra Karen. Absolutely not. Warriors going to get taken on the sideline here. No, close. Oh, Montoya scored second tackle. No, the Warriors have gone backwards massively downhill next year. Massively downhill next year comparatively to even this year. No way. So third tackle. And I want the Warriors to do well. I would love the Warriors to be successful again. But then again, everyone thought the Cowboys would come last this year. And look at them. Oh my God. This Raiders defense right now is atrocious. This is absolutely horrific defense from the Raiders. My gosh. So 10 nearly the Warriors the kid to come. This is absolutely pitiful here from the Raiders. I told you the Warriors play well down here in Canberra. My God. And this all comes off the back of another mistake for the Raiders, FYI. Another mistake here for the Raiders. This defense is so poor. I've been saying the Raiders defense has been pretty good lately. It has been. But Dejan Arce will score a try there for the Warriors, and this is poor from the Raiders. Just dreadful. That's what it says. Try time. Lismore Government says they do. Broncos can be good with Reese, with him joining the Broncos next year. Yeah, but they're not premiership. They're premiership contenders, I would say, but they're not going to win the comp. But I think they're premiership contenders. They're still going to fix that 9 role. And Adam Reynolds is not getting any younger. But, you know, it does definitely help their team. There's no doubt about that. Lucas says we should re-sign Dejan Arce. Yeah, well, you've got no 6 next year, besides him, really. And you've got no 7, really, next year, unless you want to go with Sean Johnson again. Your 9 is in Wade Egan. You got Chancellor Coxar, who's injured more than we say his name. And, yeah, you know, you're in a bit of a situation in regards to your spine. So I would say that you should be probably keeping him, especially as a young bloke. Tommy says there's a hole in Raiders defense. Next one wants to watch the condition of the field right now. It's fine. It's beautiful. There's a couple of clouds around. There's no rain or anything like that. So Sean Johnson need to kick from the left-hand side. Max Lucas says Sean Johnson will probably be dropped for Volkman next year. I don't know about Volkman. Obviously, I've heard big raps about him, but I don't know much about him personally. So it's going to be 12-0 here to the Warriors, and 9 minutes into the game. Gee whiz, Raiders, what are you doing? Nawaka says, I feel like the Warriors have all the talent in the world, it's just their discipline that always costs them. See, this is the thing, I get this feeling that a lot of people think, and this is not me shitting on the Warriors per se, but it's just me kind of giving my realistic viewpoint of it. I don't think the Warriors have a great deal of talent right now. I think this is one of the worst squads that I've seen from them in years on paper. Whether that means, because on paper the Cowboys should have been very average this year. But obviously off paper they've come together as a team and they're currently in second position. So, you know, on paper means absolutely nothing. But for me, on paper, this is one of the worst Warriors teams I've seen in a long time. But there's a reason for that, because they've been over there in Australia based until obviously halfway through this year. Next year, obviously, they'll get a full season there. So, possession-wise, the Raiders have not touched the ball, guys. First 9 minutes, the Raiders have not touched the ball. They've had 0% possession in the first 9 minutes. 0. It is 0. 0, 0, 0. Sabi says, Warriors easy or still pay $2? I wouldn't be betting on the Warriors just yet. There's a long way to go in this game. Actually, Warriors are very well renowned lately to go up 12-0 and lose. But I'd be careful. So, 30 minutes to go here of the first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Obviously, subscribe if you're new around here. 30 minutes to go first half. Somebody says, the Warriors are a top 14 Blaze. Cool, mate. Lismore Garbo says, why does it say Titans first and low? Because they are. So, Sean Johnson puts that ball up in the air as the live line-up. And the Raiders will touch the ball for the first time in the game. Well done. Well done. Miss Unknown is up to the Raiders. Lucas says, Todd Payton deserves a lot of credit for what he's done for the Cowboys. It was great for us when he was our interim. Yeah, it was terrible last year, but this year he's done really good. I'd love to see him, you know, transition it and make sure it's a consistent thing rather than just a one-year kind of deal, which is absolutely possible. Yeah, I would like to see more from Todd Payton going, obviously, long term. I doubted him significantly. I think everyone doubted him significantly. Everyone's going to sit there in hindsight and say that they believed in him. But last year, there was a lot of people saying that he could get fired, and they weren't completely wrong at 15th. Going into this year, everyone predicted him for last again, but obviously he's turned them around. Let's see if they can. Let's see if they can do it again. See if they can do it again in 2023. So right outside here for the Raiders, and Folody will put that ball up in the air. Finally, they get a set, though. That's a hard kick to take of the Warriors, but they do take it. Paul Green was an alright coach too. He made a lot of mistakes, though. Zenpai, enough of the trolling, my guy. Like, you've got to be involved in the chat, man. Stop talking about meth, bro. No one's finding your meth jokes funny. Salvi says, James Paul, thank you so. It's so hard, is it? It's a very hard game to predict, this one, yeah. Very hard game to predict. Bonga says the Warriors should just relocate to Australia. They should become the Warwick Warriors, the Wagga Wagga Warriors. Yep, that's not going to happen. That would never happen. Thank you for the silly suggestion. Miss Unknown's up the Raiders. James Paul's not worth it. Raiders most likely win still. I agree, but in the same sense, the Raiders are looking pretty goddamn average right now. Pretty average. Brian Robinson says, why do you think they dropped Walsh to the bench? I think it's because of the... So Sadie Savage will catch that ball in goal there. It must be a bit of wind around right now, so it'll be 7 tackles 7 for the Raiders. I will say that it's probably because that Storm rumour is probably true. And the Storm are pushing really hard to get Reece Walsh, which means that they want to try and get somebody into their fullback role in Harris Tavita. I would say that there's a deal done this week with the move. Seeing this move here, I would say there's probably a deal done this week where Reece Walsh will go to Melbourne. With Pappenhausen out for the season, it's going to be super interesting to see how that one goes. Miss Unknown, so I'll go with the Raiders. To be honest, I think Warriors might take the dub. Cool. They're up 12-0, so fair enough, but I don't believe so. I still think the Raiders probably win this because I've seen the Warriors go 12-0 up very quickly a lot this season and lose. Sebastian Chris here gets the ball to the 34 tackle. Radar Superstar doesn't know the Warriors have known. Okay, so Radar Superstar, you're watching the media. The media will tell you whatever they want, right? So you don't know nothing. No one knows anything until we see it, right? So I believe it. It's also like when Gus Gould came out and said there is absolutely 0% chance there's going to be a penalty to the Warriors. 0% chance. See, this is people, guys, you've got to stop listening to the media for everything, right? Like, what do you mean the Warriors said no? The Warriors said no. Okay, cool. So that means that it's completely off the cards? Okay, so when I told you guys that Reece Walsh wasn't going to be signing, or wasn't going to be staying the Warriors next year, and you guys were like, oh no, he's contracted, pretty big Warriors Instagram page actually mocked me for saying that, when the Reece Walsh wouldn't be going to another team next year in Queensland. They said, oh, he's contracted, can't possibly happen. So when I said that, and you said that no, the Warriors said no, because they were adamant that Reece Walsh wasn't leaving. They were adamant. They came out very frequently and said, oh, no way Reece Walsh is going. He's contracted here. Reece Walsh actually came out and said to your face, Radar Superstar. He said to your face that he wasn't leaving. And then he left. So why is that situation different to this situation? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, Radar Superstar. You can't say that the Warriors said no, so it was off the table, as if like they didn't tell you that it was off the table 4, 5, 6 times for Reece Walsh to the Dolphins or the Broncos, and then he's gone to the Broncos. This is not hard to understand the media, guys. Stop looking to the media for literally everything you hear and say and then tell me as if it's fact. Like anyone with a brain can see that they tell you what you want to hear so that you get off their backs for a little bit. Really simple stuff. So the Warriors with that bottom in the air there. Should be a 7-tackle set here. Oh, okay, no, he's going to catch it. I would have let that bounce, to be honest with you. I agree, Chuckin. Dasmate says, contracts don't mean shit in sport these days. Absolutely. Absolutely. Radar says, we deny move Walsh to Storm. No, you haven't. No, you haven't yet. Until he has not gone for the rest of the season, you haven't yet. You're literally believing an article. Or you're believing what somebody said at the club, which doesn't really mean shit. Gus Gould said that Trent Barrett was the long-term coach for about, I think, 3 days before he got fired. He was still the long-term coach in the mind of Gus Gould, and to tell the Bulldogs fans that, and then he lost, and then he was gone. So that's what I'm trying to say to you, man. You've got to stop listening to the media for everything that you believe. Otherwise, you're going to be mocked by your own club. You've got to be mocked by your own club. You know, Jamal Idris, when he was at the Titans, that's going to be a 60 game for the Raiders. Jamal Idris, when he was at the Titans, 6 days before he left the club, said that he wanted to be captain of the club, and he loved the club and would never leave the club. 6 days before he came out publicly and said that he wanted to be captain. You don't believe anything that anyone says, man. Not a single thing that anyone says. Whether this happens or not, I'm not even saying it's guaranteed that Walsh goes to the Storm. I'm just saying you've got to be very careful about believing what the media says, otherwise they will mock you. Third tackle here for the Raiders. Oh, Pavali gets it off here to Floggity here. 3 minutes out. 4th tackle now for the Raiders. Here we go. Here we go for the Raiders. Close to a 6 again there. Wow, way. They go 4th tackle to Papali'i. Wow, that's going to be an easy... Oh, lucky last second defense there. The Zempire says, what was the media nonsense about Foreign trying to backfill the Titans deal? That's another thing, but in the same sense, like, there's a lot more to that people... Oh my god, my bouncy! Oh, it's going to be a 7-tackle set. So lucky they have Harris Aveda. So lucky they have Harris Aveda. So it'll be a 7-tackle set for the Warriors. That's another thing. It's like, oh, they might see if he touched this. Oh, they're saying he touched it. So it will be... I think this might raise ball here. I don't know. I don't know. Missed him clean? No. I think they're saying this is a dropout. They're also checking to see if they're onside. So, well, they're not even in the play, so shush. That has nothing to do with it. It doesn't come into contact, and they're also 10 metres away. So, what do you mean? Oh, level of contact on the kick chaser. This could be a penalty to the Raiders then, maybe. I don't think so. I don't think there's any problem with the Warriors here. Tavanga will go to the left-hand side here. And... oh, maybe actually, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty here, lads. It's going to be a penalty Raiders. It's going to be penalty Raiders here because he has actually grabbed at him. So it'll be penalty Raiders 10 metres out. So with the Kieran Foran situation, basically, people don't really understand that since the Cherry Evans situation, Kieran Foran can't leave the Titans unless the Titans gave him permission. Are you trying to tell me that's not a penalty? There's no way you can say he gets the try. It's a penalty. It's not a try. Yeah. It's not going to be a penalty try. And the ball was kicked too hard. If that was kicked a little softer, they might have considered the penalty try. I also heard that Serraldo was likely going to the Dogs for a head coach role and his contract involves bringing Stephen Crichton with him. So the Stephen Crichton part would be rumour. And Serraldo, I guess, is still rumour. But I believe that Serraldo won. It just comes down to what you believe. But you just don't say it as fact. Like, people in the chat were telling me, like Radar Superstar was saying factually that the Storm were told no by the Warriors. Which is just factually not true. Based on what anyone knows. That's why I'm telling you guys how it goes in regards to that. But if you want to believe that, then fine. I'm not even saying that Walsh coaches the Storm. I'm just saying you've got to be a lot more open-eyed to it. So Papali'i now, open-eyed to how they treat the public. Left-hand side here, Raiders still get this ball offloaded. Savage gets the ball offloaded here. If they can't get out the left, Whiten! Oh, he can't do it. 5 minutes having the line. Justin Barton says Adam Elliott has had an awesome year. Going to be one of the most improved this year. I think he's going to the Knights next year, isn't he? Hudson Young! Oh, 1 metre short here. Lucas says, I know we haven't denied Walsh, but I don't think we'll do it. No real incentive for us to. There'll be something involved, but yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what that was from Whitehead, sorry. So 10 metres out here, it's going to be Matty Tomoko. Tomoko here, good defence on the Warriors. 1 metre out, fit tackle, 17 minutes gone. Left-hand side to Fogarty. That's an alright kick, actually. Ooh. No, I think it was alright. I think he was fine. So it'll be Warriors catch here, 1 metre out from their own line. Someone says, how good the Knights last night, though I managed to stay awake. They were dreadful. Have you made a serious comment throughout this entire stream so far? Blitzy says, Mr. Stream, was that Coke and not water? This is Coke Zero. Yeah, I'm allowed to have it. So basically, I only have this as a bit of a reward when you've been doing a bit of work. So I only have 1 cup a day at the moment. Otherwise, I can punch through an absolute massive slab of Coke Zero in, 3 days. I could go through, honestly, if I focus, I could go through it in 3 days. Which is, I think, 30 cans. That's 10 cans a day. That's massive. So that's why I limit myself massively. Alright, so the Raiders now, they'll get this ball 10 metres out from their own line. And Kotrich will get this ball to the 20. Counted zero serious coaching from Zenvite today. Yes, like, talk shit and have a bit of banter, but also, like, get involved too. Like, you know. Brian Robinson says, it's going to be a penalty. Brian Robinson, foreign potential by the season next year. I will agree with you, potentially. Obviously, it also potentially backfire massively on the Titans because he's got an injury history. He's not young. Doesn't exactly necessarily play well away from Manly. Had good spurts with Dogs, but wasn't really the guy there. But I truly have faith in him coming to the club, and you have to have faith as a fan, man. Otherwise, we'll go for another bad year next year, which will be really frustrating. But you have to have faith, man. You do. So I believe it. I believe it. Chris House says Stacey Jones should be coach full time. He's been there. He knows the culture. I've said to you guys many times that I believe the Warriors coach should be a person who has either played or is from New Zealand. I don't believe in Australian like a Cameron Serraldo or anything like that, which was rumoured. I don't think it happens, but I'm just saying, like, I don't believe that any Warriors coach should be not from New Zealand. I think that New Zealand, it's really about the culture, it's really about the representation, it's really about a lot more factors than just playing rugby league. So that's what my personal beliefs are, but, that's just me kind of talking shit. Overall, I just think that a Warriors coach should be someone from New Zealand. So forward tackle now for the Raiders, left-hand side, Tarpany, 20 metres out, it's off the Papali'i! Bubba, to Adam Elliott here! He will score a try! Oh, no! No, yes! No, he's 1 metre, he's half metre short. Oh my God, that was so close. That was so close. Left-hand side, Whiten. Oh, that's not on for the Warriors. So it's going to be a 6 again. Oh, 4 passing, I say. Well, no, the Warriors have come out there in the line to try and go for that. I don't understand how Old Mate didn't score this then. But I'm not too sure how you can call this a forward pass here. So Papali'i, how did Adam Elliott not score? Good defense there from Chanel Harris. Oh, not Harris Tavita, sorry. Adam Fanor-Blake. And Sean Johnson actually prevented it. Sean Johnson actually prevented that. I don't know how you can call that a forward pass. Scott Jones raising to beat the Warriors, keep top 8 hopes alive, raised like nah too hard. So I don't really believe that top 8 hopes are gone with the Rays losing here, but it obviously would be a lot tougher because every other team is 2 points above them. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's necessarily gone. Their for and against isn't horrific. They just need to not lose by a lot. Right now, they're getting beaten by the Warriors, but they're kind of their own worst enemies as well. So 20 minutes to go here, first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Smack the thumbs up button. Smack it. Forward tackle. Memphis says, that's a knock-on for the Warriors. Memphis says, are the Warriors defense backward at the moment? Yeah, it's pretty good. That's what I said. Savvy says, hey, hello, Savvy. Sam's is coming to Raiders. So the Warriors are going to challenge this and try and get a penalty out of this. So challenging this on the knock-on. Trying to call the penalty. So Flogerty, he's going to shoot this ball. He's going to shoot this ball. Oh! I agree with that. So I think that Tavanga has actually tried to get the penalty here. I think he's milked the penalty. So the reason why this is going to be unsuccessful here for the Warriors is because Fogarty has the hand on the ball, but Tavanga notices that and then releases the ball. So it's not actually a strip there from Fogarty. It is just, I guess, just a loose carry there from Tavanga that deliberately lost the ball. He's made a bad mistake here. The Warriors players are complaining, but the right call, I believe, is actually made there. Tavanga has noticed the arm on the ball, so he's released the ball so that he gets the penalty there. I don't believe it actually was a penalty. It looked like it was about to be a penalty. It looked like it was going to be. If he actually just keeps that ball there, Fogarty was still trying to kind of strip it. But because he let it go too early, anyway, Sebastian Chris at the 40. Because he released it so weirdly, they gave it as a knock-on, and it was right to be called knock-on. Here we go, Nick Cottridge here. He'll get this ball to the 20. James Paul says, oh yeah, it was about 2 and let go. They're holding him at play up here. Oh, why? I don't know. 6 again here for the Raiders. 6 again. Hudson Young. He'll get taken down at the... Oh, no. It's not 6 again. It was just time coming back on, apparently. Third tackle of the Raiders, 11 metres out. They've been attacking a lot here. They just can't seem to score right now, Raiders. Whiten to Flogerty. Flogerty to Xavier Savage. Savage now to Tomoko. Tomoko. How are they not scoring? Oh, my God. How are they not scoring? 1 metre out here from the line. 1 metre out from the line. Gives it back here to Flogerty. Flogerty off to Papali'i. Papali'i to Tarpanay. Tarpanay's got a good run here. Gets the ball offloaded to nobody. The ball goes back to the 20. And Sebastian Chris there. Oh, knock on. Yeah, it's a knock on there. He would have scored too because he broke through the line, but it's a knock on there against Chris. A lot of mistakes in this game. A lot of mistakes here in this game. Contents wow faders. Well, you can't really call faders now. They haven't even taken the lead yet, and it's still the first half. So I can't believe the Raiders haven't actually scored yet. Yeah, it's a knock on there. It's a knock on. It's close, but it is a knock on there. Right, Robinson Warriors turn up in defense. It's funny because they're not turning up in the first line of defense, but in the second line of defense they are. So they're actually turning up in the they're turning up in the last second just to prevent the try last second kind of deal, not on the actual front line is what I would say. So Warriors here, 20 minutes out. The Warriors are doing right though. You can't complain with them defensively, but attacking wise. Literally, both their tries have come off the back of Raiders making very, very poor errors on receiving the kick. That's the only reason the Warriors even have tries at the moment. That's what I'm saying. Like, the Raiders have a lot of attack here. They need to score before half-time because the Warriors have only scored based on Raiders' mistakes rather than the Warriors actually, providing a really good setup at the end of the field, get a forced dropout, and then going again, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really does come down to the back of the inept mistakes. Scott Jones to the Raiders coming off a high versus Storm and Raiders struggle versus the Warriors. Yeah, well that's Canberra for you. That is Canberra for you. Warriors! They're away. Oh, so close. That was a nice play there from Harris Tavita. He's playing well as a fullback today, Harris Tavita, to be honest with you. So forward tackle now, right hand side to Bunty. Full. Gets the ball to the 30. Got slammed down though. Jared Choice by the Raiders beat the Roosters. Now losing the Warriors. Yeah, that's Canberra. That's the NRL for you, to be fair. A lot of teams are like that. Knock back into the Warriors. That's going to be knock on from the knock on for the Warriors. Knock on from the Warriors. 57% of people have voted for the Raiders. But the Raiders now, and this is what I'm saying, like, that was an okay set, but, you know, Warriors need to back it up now so they can get an attacking set, because they haven't realistically had an attacking set based on their own manoeuvres, their own movements. Lucas says, in my opinion, we should see if Bronx want Walsh this season and we get Arthurs permanently. So what's happening with Jesse Arthurs? Do you really want... Is Jesse Arthurs that great? Jesse Arthurs wasn't one of... Like, I'm not here to, like, shit on the bloke, but is he that great? So what? You got... They're not going to use Jesse Arthurs. What? So he's on loan, is he? Does he go back to the Broncos, does he? Stands the Loser says, Warriors faithful. Brighton Robinson says, don't forget Johnson back to the Warriors was a good move. I think in hindsight, it's not a good move, but I think back then it was a good move. Good offload there from the Raiders, and it's going to be Xavier Savage here, who will get taken down about the 35. Fit tackle now. James Paul says, Johnson has fixed his kicking game up a bit. See, there's so many loans, man. It's so confusing now. So confusing now. Good kick there for the Raiders. That's a good take, though. Oh, no. It's going to be said knock back. Was it? Was that a knockback? It's going to be Harris Sevilla now who gets his ball out to the 30. I just don't know who's... Their spine is a bit of a schmozzle next year. They're going to have to go with Dejan Arce, and I don't know if they have... Do they have Sean Johnson for another year, or is it just this year? Or do they have him for another year? Warriors here, not Marcelo Montoya, what's it? He's third tackle to the 45. Subby says, I want that so bad, make it 8-0. We get it. We get it. So third tackle now, right hand side. We get your betting. We understand that. So first tackle. Oh, that's a knock on. Oh, it's a bit of a loose carry there. They're going to call penalty here against the Raiders. I would disagree. I would say that was clearly a loose carry, but it is what it is. They could go over the 2 here. Arce and Voltman. Yeah, but it's like you're going with 2 real rookies, man. The Titans tried it. It doesn't work, man. Just be careful with that one. Just throwing that out. I don't believe it's the Warriors make the 8 next year. I think the Warriors are very... I actually think the Warriors are in a very tough predicament next year. But they're going to go over the 2 here, the Warriors. Interesting call. 42 meters out. But then again, I guess it makes it 14-0. Somebody says... Radar Superstar, are you trying to just be like a Muppet today, or what's going on? What are you doing? What are you doing, Radar Superstar? I would absolutely believe that was a loose carry. Yeah. But obviously, every single comment you're making is going against what I'm saying. So I'm just throwing this out there. Like, are you happy to be here, or you just obviously here to be a bit of a Muppet? Lucas says, Metcalf will probably be 6 next year. I think that was absolutely a loose carry there. Tony Gelson says, I'll be surprised. Then Daniel Max Watson says, yeah, there's a few Muppets, Jay, but it is what it is, you know. I think Radar Superstar is just a little butthurt that obviously, you know, he made himself look like a bit of a fool when he started talking about the media being absolutely 100% right. Max Watson said, I don't want to have to listen to the media every week when Dolphins lose most of their games. I don't know if the media will be too far. I think the media will treat the Dolphins very antagonistically, actually. Because obviously the Korean Mail is Broncos. News Corp is Broncos. Dasmate says, it must be Muppet Hour. Jasmine says, Chancellor Clocks will play fullback next year. Yeah, of course he will. Yeah, he will. He will. So 13 minutes and 40 seconds to go here of the first half. Warriors from right in front, 42 metres out. Shawnee Johnson here. Sean Johnson will take 1.5 miles to take this kick, and he will... I think he got it. Yeah, he smacked it. He would have got that for 50. He would have got that for 50, to be fair. Stands to lose. Our 4-pack is good next year. It's decent. Obviously, you're losing Ewan Aiken. You'll have Curran in the lock. You'll have Adam Finnell-Blake there. It's okay. That's 2 good players there, but overall, it does regress still because you do lose a good player in Ewan Aiken. Your back line is pretty average. Our centers and halves are the worst players in the NRL for sure. Yeah, I would agree. But in the same sense, there's potential there. But the Titans also have a lot of potential with Brimo and Toby Sexton. But then again, Brimo is a fullback. We all know that. So that's why Kieran Foran comes in next year. It should really help out that team. But you know, you never know. It's really tough to go on potential, man. Scott Jones says, do you see Campbell fullback and Brimson member to fight? No, mate. Everybody says, Warriors are away here. Warriors are away here. They get this ball to the 50. That was a good run there by Wesley Zelezniak. It's a good run. So I says, I personally have nothing against the Dolphins, but Bennett trying to poach Broncos players again. Raiders he didn't see Canberra 6 hit it out. He doesn't deliberately hit that out, mate. It was a clear loose carry. But it is what it is. You want to believe that I'm being antagonistic, that's fine, man. You know I always support the Warriors, man. But if you want to, cry me a river, then feel free to go to another channel and watch with somebody else's commentary if you don't like what I'm providing. But I disagree with you, and that's allowed to happen. I'm allowed to disagree with you. I'm also allowed to disagree with what the referees are saying because you, as a fan base, the Warriors, are actually the most, complainers in regards to the referees. So that's clearly a lost ball there. Hey, look, that's a strip there, which is, the right call. Well done. I'm allowed to look at that. But yes, I will disagree with you, and I will disagree with how the referees call that one. But you can't tell me, oh, you got to call all the complainant referees because your fan base is gigantically known as the biggest complainants in the NRL. So settle down. Get Wife Stem at your mouse says, hey, Mr. Stream, what's happening with the Raiders? Not playing well right now, mate. Not playing well. Made a lot of mistakes in the back line, and also attacking wise, just the Warriors have defended nicely. The Raiders have actually thrown a bit at them in attack, which has been good, but the Warriors have been too good defensively. Bundy Arfo are here. He'll be 18 metres out of the line. Second tackle now. Timber Thompson's Titans were firing when Brisbane was fullback. Yeah, when we had a bit more of a bit more stability in the team. So there'll be 5 metres out of the line. Third tackle there, and they'll go left-hand side. But I wouldn't be surprised if Brimo goes to the centres and Jaden Campbell goes to the fullback. So, Todd Harris here, 4 tackles. To be fair, Todd Harris is the one that I missed as well, but I don't think Todd Harris has actually come back from injury as good as he was, but he can be a very good player, we all know. Oh, Jack Murchie. He's on fire here today, to be fair. So, 5th tackle here, that's going to be Ray's ball. That's fine. Oh my God, bro, this man. And this is what I mean. Watch the Warriors score here. Because this is what's happened both times so far with the Raiders. They've made a mistake in their own 10-metre when they've got the ball. Like, that's great play there, and then the guy literally just loses the ball. Man. Chill Winston says, don't care what you say, Bronx Premier in the next 4 years. 4 years is past your rebuild period. Your rebuild period has been for 3 years, so you've got 2 more years after this one to win a comp. Because Reynolds will be gone after that because he'll be 34-ish. Which obviously will be a little bit too agey. So you've got 2 years expiration date past this year. So this year plus 2 years. And I don't completely disagree. I think the Broncos can. Oh, wait. They said that was a Raiders ball. How did the Raiders get the ball there? How did the Raiders get the ball from that? Did the Warriors make it's a penalty here to the Raiders. What? Was that not a knock-on against the Raiders? Floggy's going to make a quick run here. Oh my God, that was poor defense from the Warriors. So Raiders here, 35 minutes out. That's really odd. What happened? Can someone please explain to me what just happened? So Raiders will be 23 minutes out from the line now. They'll go left-hand side to Joe Tarpanay. Tarpanay, set from the inside. Tarpanay! Oh, that's a knock-on there from Channel Harris Tavita. Oh, well, no, that's a knock-on. Well, no, that's a knock-on there from the Warriors. Hide Rated asked yourself on the channel. We'll catch you later. Enjoy somebody else's commentary, brother. So, 3rd tackle now for the Warriors. It's funny, though. You've been here for a long time, but obviously you want to be a dickhead. So, enjoy being hidden. Bye-bye. 4th tackle now for the Warriors. They're going to be 20 metres out from the line. You'll be sorely missed without the sorely missed part, and no one cares. Chill Winston says, reckon Bronx could make quarters this year. Who they're playing? They could. I just think they don't want to play the Roosters. The Roosters in the first round will, I believe, knock out whoever they play. So I think that the Broncos need to try and make sure they don't come 5th. I reckon they can beat the Rabbitohs. I reckon they can beat the Eels. Oh, Raiders. Oh, my God. It's baffling. It is baffling how bad the Raiders are playing right now. It's funny how Raiders starts talking shit, though. Like, brother, your team's still been around for 30-odd years without a premiership, mate. So, the Titans have been and done it too. We haven't won a premiership. But the fact of the matter is that the fact that you're getting lippy for a team that hasn't won in 30 years is astounding. And we all know that you've been crying week in, week out on the channel. So enjoy. And enjoy winning potentially one game. Oh, 4 parts. Potentially 1 game. Enjoy that one. I actually have taken a lot of enjoyment from hiding that person on the channel. Lucas says, I don't think anyone knows how the Raiders got the ball. I don't know how the Raiders got the ball, but I guess that is how it is. So Xavier Savage knocks that ball on, and the Warriors get it. They run up to about 20 minutes out, and they're through the 4 parts. Don't hype us up, please. No, I think the Broncos deserve relative hype, man. I think they've played very well this year. I don't think they can win the comp. I think that they're still quite a bit away from winning the comp, but I think that Gordon Tallis is going to obviously hype them up. Obviously, he used to play for them, is a big advocate for the Broncos, and I know that Gordon Tallis is going to hype them up. I don't think they can win the comp, but I think that there's a potential they can get to the prelim, but it's a very tough way to get there. I think they don't want to come fit to play the Roosters, and obviously they would have to pray to God that the Panthers, Cowboys, or the Storm, realistically, don't come up against them. I think they have a good chance against the Sharkies, though. But I still... Sharks at Shark Park will be interesting if they play... No, they can't play them first week. They can't play them first week, so they won't play them at Shark Park. So Raiders here, left-hand side. Whiten gives it off to Whitehead. Sebastian Chris. Wow, nice defense there from Jesse Arthurs. 4th tackle now. Like Bostic says, Warriors are doing good. Warriors are doing good right now. Raiders are playing very badly, but the Warriors are also doing good defensively. You know, the Raiders have found holes. They have, but yet the Warriors just keep finding a way to defend late on. So 5th tackle now, 6 minutes 44 to go here. The first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Raiders here, right-hand side to Flog it in. He's going to put that ball up in the air. Good kick. But that's going to be... I don't even know. Well, you should just let it go anyway. The Warriors get it because it'll be 5th tackle. I think our biggest chance is 2024 after Walsh gets a year. I would say 2024 is the Broncos' best year of the 3. Yeah, I would agree. Because that means that obviously Reynolds is... Reynolds will be playing for a contract as well. Reynolds will be playing for a contract going on 34, 35. So, yeah, that'll probably be his biggest year. But then again, he will have regressed a bit in regards to his pace and a lot of factors. What the Warriors don't want here is to give up a try. They can't give up any points right now. They've done well to keep them out this first half. They've got to make sure they don't give up anything right now. So Raiders here will be taken down. Good work by the Warriors. Good work. Brings them back into 15. They lost about 10 metres in that play. I was surprised when Taylor said we can win the premiership. That's a huge complaint, considering he's an on and off relationship with Brisbane. No, senpai. No. He's always been a Broncos fan. He's always been a part of the Broncos. Don't pretend like he's saying that against his will. Don't pretend he's saying that like it's a surprise. It's not a surprise that Gordon Tallis has said that. And it's ludicrous for anyone to say that Gordon Tallis saying the Broncos win the premiership is a surprise. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's going to be out of fall here from Fogarty. Oh, no, it's going to actually bounce on the sideline, but not a good kick. No, that's wild to say that that's a compliment. Like, it's a compliment from Gordon Tallis, but don't pretend like it's a surprise. Like... Don't pretend like a compliment from Gordon Tallis at the Brisbane Broncos is a surprise. Come on, bro. He played there for years. He's an advocate for the club. He's always been an advocate for the club. Yes, obviously, you know, there's been turmoil off the field and whatnot. But the fact of the matter is that he's always supported the club. He's always supported that club. That's what you expect a former player of a team to say. Exactly right, Desmond. You expect a former player to say that. Obviously, it's a bit disrespectful considering I believe he still is an advocate for the Titans, which is really odd. I really don't know why he is. Lucas says a club legend supporting the club is a surprise. That's what I'm saying. Like, it makes no sense. It's like, you know, Stacey Jones or... it's like Stacey Jones coming out and saying, or Manu Vatavai or Simon Mannering coming out and saying, oh, you know, I reckon the Warriors win the comp this year. And you're just like, well, you know, maybe, but probably not. In regards to their season now, no. If this was the Warriors in the Broncos position, then you'd be like, maybe, but, you know, probably not. Or Cooper Cron coming out and saying that for the Roosters of the Storm. I actually don't know what Cooper Cron's relationship is like with the Storm, considering that move to the Roosters later on. Oh, that's a bad kick from Sean Johnson. I think that's going out the full there. It will go out the full, yeah. That was a pretty poor kick there. That's versus Benji saying Brooks has win the Dally M. Exactly right. You know, it's another key point there. You know, Benji saying that Brooks will win the Dally M is key proof to what we're saying here. Noel Luke says, everybody waiting for round 21. Round 21? Who did the Broncos play round 21? The Broncos in round 21. Oh, Roosters. Yeah, because that's right, because the Roosters weren't a problem. Was that Senpai who said that? I can't remember who said that. So, Raiders have a chance now. Second tackle, 45 metres out. They get off to Tapane. You'd argue there was obstruction there. But they're not going to call it. Third tackle now. So, third tackle here. The Warriors do not give up a try here. Do not give up points here. You give up points here, that's going to be tough for your second half, man. You'll give the Raiders a sniff that they don't deserve. They don't deserve a sniff after this first half. Fogarty now, right-hand side, and the Raiders will be 13 metres out here. Fit tackle. Do not give up any points here, Warriors. Come on, it will be your worst nightmare if you do. Fogarty kicks it through. It's going to be actually a good pick-up there from Maris Savita. Good defense there from the Warriors. Good defense. All right, so now they come off their own line here. So the Raiders will probably get at least a set in this half still. Blowback says, I'm surprised the Warriors win this weekend. Yeah, that is a surprise. Oh, jeez. Martinez Selesnik just got crunched. He's lost the ball too. So now the Raiders get a chance here. That's not what they wanted. That's not what they needed. That's not what they needed at all. That is that is not what the doctor ordered for the Warriors. That is worst case scenario, that. That is absolutely worst case scenario. He did get crunched there, Lucas. My gosh. Goes off there. Oh, jeez. Is that Tommy Starling? Yeah, it was Tommy Starling, the fresh hooker off the bench too. The fresh little hooker off the bench. Let me just check this one. Let me just go here. Okay, so the Raiders do have an opportunity here, folks. The Raiders do have the opportunity here. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. All right, bang. All right, Raiders now. They're 20 minutes now. Fogarty. Oh, he didn't pass it. They're 1 metre out from the line. They're 1 metre out from the line, the Raiders. Starling, he'll go left-hand side. They've been so close so many times. The Warriors just keep turning up in defence. Second tackle now. 4 metres out here from the line. He's going to roll it back to Starling. Starling here, left-hand side to Whiten. Whiten to Adam Elliott. Elliott! How are they not scoring, the Raiders? This is unreal defence from the Warriors. Starling to Whiten. Whiten himself. He's lost the ball. This defence from the Warriors has been superb. How are the Raiders not scoring? It is absolutely incredible. That is absolutely incredible. I don't understand how the Raiders have not scored here. That is an absolute loose carry. He's lost that ball, dropped that one, and it'll be a knock on there against the Raiders. They've been 1 metre out every time. The scramble defence, yeah, the actual defence hasn't been that great. But the scramble defence is what's getting it here for the Warriors. The first line isn't great. Why does it say 14-4? I don't know. It's not 14-4. I don't know why they've put that. There's not even been a try for the Raiders at all. I don't know. So that's not the score, guys. That's not the score, lads. That is not the score. They're ranked 16th for what? Oh, it's going to be a penalty here to the Warriors. Well, there you go. So that's going to be the end of the first half there. Know something we don't. Yeah, know something we don't. So it's going to be, you would assume halftime 14-0 here. You would assume halftime at 14-0. So unless the Warriors can score a miracle try right now, it's Roosters Broncos a rivalry. I guess it's Sydney versus Brisbane, but not really. Like effectively, it kind of is, but not really. That's going to be half-time here. Waiting, gives it up to Dejan Arce, and Dejan Arce will go for a field goal, but doesn't matter there, guys. It will be half-time here at 14-0. Superb defense from the Warriors, and scramble defense has been just unbelievable so far. That's what's obviously getting them this win in this game so far. Obviously, second half is a big difference. Let's see the Warriors. Usually they have a really good first half, a really good half, and then the other half is bad. So hopefully it doesn't happen in the second half, but it wouldn't surprise me. But then again, the Raiders normally don't play well in the second half, besides last week when they beat the Storm. So how you beat the Storm in Melbourne, but you're losing to the Warriors in Canberra? It's wild. It really is wild. The rugby league is wild, man. Rugby league really is... Rugby league really is wild, man. I just don't get it. It just is crazy, dude. But all right. So halftime at 14-0. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here, and let me know your thoughts on the first half. Where's this game at? It's at Canberra. The team on the left, in Australia, guys, the team on the left is always the team that is home, and the team on the right is always the team that is away. In America, it's the opposite way around. It's that team playing at that team. But America, Canada, pretty much everywhere in the world does it the opposite way to what America does. Usually everyone. So like England, Europe all do it this way with the home team on this side and the away team on that side. And in America, North America, they do this team is the away team because they're playing at that team. And don't argue with American guys because they fight tooth and nail. They fight absolutely tooth and nail to the point they say it makes more sense. It's like, no. The home team, they're the hosts. They're the hosts right now. So, but they fight tooth and nail. They also don't believe that per capita is a thing when you're talking about the Olympics. Because obviously per capita Australia actually win the Olympics pretty easily over America. Scott James, do you think the Panthers to make the grand final paying $1.25? I think that's pretty obvious. $1.25 is pretty short though. Like $1.25 is pretty ridiculously short, to be fair. I wouldn't risk that. There'd be no point in risking that, to be completely honest with you. But I guess some people might think it's an easy win, but overall, like, they're still going to contend with a few other teams there that will be pushing for that spot. And like I said, I believe that the Roosters could sneak everyone and could surprise everyone. So, if you believe that, then go for it. $1.25 is very short, though. Very short for a sport that obviously we're seeing right now, like a team like the Raiders who, they can go and beat the Storm down in Melbourne, but can't beat the Warriors in their own home ground at Canberra. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Panthers probably do make it. They obviously are definitely the favourites for a reason. With that being said, I would be extremely careful. I would be extremely, extremely careful about getting on an $1.25 odds that you basically win nothing. You know what I'm saying? You basically win nothing. There'd be absolutely no point to doing that at all, in my personal opinion. Low ball says, why does Gio look different behind you? I've never seen that image. No, that's what the Raiders statement. You can see Gio sitting written right there. Blowbox says, didn't Rabbitohs can beat the Storm? I think they can. Yeah, well, there's a reason why it's very close. The odds are incredibly close. The odds are incredibly close there. So yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised. I think the Storm do win though. I do think the Storm win the game. But with that being said, I think there's a reason why the odds are as incredibly close as they are. Zebra says, no, as I say, Broncos and Roosters have a good rivalry given the Broncos finals when it sunk up in 2015. No. And the spicy Roosters. No. I wouldn't say the Broncos and Roosters are rivals. I would say that they might play good games against each other, but I wouldn't consider them rivals. It would just be, I guess, the Sydney versus Brisbane factor, but I wouldn't consider them rivals. Well, technically they're rivals, but you're trying to argue they're a derby-ish. Like, you're trying to argue like they're like a big rivalry. I would disagree. The Roosters and the Broncos, it'd be heated because they've played against each other for a long time. They've always been relatively successful alongside each other, but you're probably looking at more so the Broncos being, they would have more of a rivalry with the Storm because of the late 2010s. The late 2000s. You'd probably be looking at the Broncos having more of a rivalry with the Cowboys and the Titans, obviously. And you'd probably be looking, who else? Even the Knights probably have a bigger rivalry with the Broncos and the Roosters, to be fair. They've always had a bit of an issue there. That's who I would say, personally, yeah. I would say the Roosters are pretty far down the pecking order there. Brian Rummer says, poor Ricky signs this week and his team put up this performance. Yeah, I found that relatively interesting, though. Like, Ricky Stewart has kind of taken the Raiders downhill in the last couple of years. It's like he's kept them in it this year, so they think that he has to stay around. I'm not really too sure of the thought process there, but yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I wouldn't really call Parramatta Broncos too much of a rivalry. I know that the Broncos fans don't like them because of the 58-0, or 59-0, whatever it was, 58-0. But overall, I wouldn't necessarily say that's too big of a rivalry per se. James Paul says, yeah, NRL has been crazy this season. 1 week a team on fire. Next week they look like a Reggie team. Yeah, absolutely. Justin Button says, unfortunately, Raiders are playing shocking. Warriors are uncharacteristically not making too many mistakes. The Warriors defensively, attacking-wise, the Warriors have been pretty pitiful overall, really. Like, they've scored 2 tries, but that was off the back of Raiders' mistakes in their own 10-metre line, right? But in regards to their defense, the scramble defense from the Warriors has been very impressive. It has been, it's been very impressive there. Fetu says, hey, hello, Fetu. Scott James says, Eels rivalry are Dogs and Panthers. Yeah, Eels rivalry would be Dogs, would be Panthers. Somewhat Titans. So Eels and Titans have a bit of a thing, based on the fact that Titans actually have a winning record over the Eels. Jared Haynes situation. Back in 2011, they both played each other for the spoon. So the Eels beat the Titans on the final day of the season to actually give the Titans the spoon in 2011. If the Eels lost, they would have got the spoon. But then the Eels went on to win 3 spoons in a row by cheating. So the Titans and Eels have a bit of a rivalry there as well. But it's not like a consistent, really heavy one, but it's there. Lane Ball says his biggest rivals are either Rabbitohs Roosters or Cowboys Broncos. I'd say Rabbitohs Roosters, and I'd say Storm Manly is more than the Cowboys Broncos. I think that recent history you're trying to build that Cowboys Broncos one. And Cowboys Broncos that's probably third, but I'd say Manly versus Storm would be more so than Cowboys Broncos. I would say that number 1 is obviously Roosters Rabbitohs, and number 2 is Storm Manly, and number 3 would be Cowboys Broncos. But in regards to the one that I actually enjoy watching the most is Storm Manly. I would prefer to watch Storm Manly over Rabbitohs Roosters all the time. Eels Manly also massive rivalry, Verks. Eels Manly massive rivalry. That's massive. Eels, actually, I'd argue Eels' biggest rivalry actually is Manly, not the Bulldogs and not the Panthers. I'd say Eels' biggest rivals are Manly. Brian Robinson says all the Queensland teams usually G up against each other. Cowboys and Titans don't have a rivalry. Cowboys and Titans don't have a rivalry. Somebody says Titans Broncos games lately have been derbies though. They've always been derby. That's what a derby is. They've always been a derby. Derby and rivalry is not the same thing. Derby and rivalry is not the same thing. They've always been derbies. They're the local derby. What? And there's a difference between the word rivalry and derby, my guy. Peter Brown says, it's funny how Eels cheat and lost 3 times in a row. It is very funny. It is very, very funny. It is pretty funny, that one. Pretty funny. Like Walsick is nice in the background, who don't have major or even any rivals. Manly are a rival to the Knights. I would say the Broncos are a slight rival, but nothing too sinister. Who else? Titans rivalry, would also have Warriors and Eels. No, not Dogs. No, maybe Dogs. The Dogs fans want that, but Titans have no interest in getting into rivalry with the Dogs. I would disagree with that one. No, that's way too recent history, bro. That's that's way too recent history for me. If you believe that, no, I disagree in regards to that one. But Eels, Warriors is only because the Gold Coast is effectively Auckland when they played there. But then again, Brisbane gets a large support base there as well. Warriors get a large support base in Brisbane when they play. But I'd say, the Knights rivals would be Manly and I guess the Broncos, but nothing too crazy. Especially Manly because of the 1997 grand final when, what's his name? The winger. Darren Albert, that's the one. Darren Albert ran the try in after the siren to win the game in the grand final. Lane Ball says, Bulldogs can also have rivals. No. Desmond says, our biggest rival is Para. Yeah, I'd say the Dogs' biggest rival is Para, but I would still say, what's it called? The Eels rivalry is, biggest with Manly though, over Dogs. Flapper, Fishy Boy. The Fishy Boy said something. Here we go. What did he say? He said, after last night's timeout, we'll see who was laughing when the Knights flogged your team in a few weeks. Don't ever disrespect Newcastle again. Oh boy, it was fun watching your team get smacked last night. Versus the Warriors have put up a good game against the Storm before, but it's not a rivalry. Warriors and Storm would be one of Warriors' rivalries, but it's not Storms. It's not Storms. But it would be a Warriors rivalry. Logan Balls was Fish being a Muppet last night. Fish Flapper is the biggest Muppet to ever come from Newcastle, Yeah, the Fish Flapper, unfortunately. I said when the Knights were down 14-0 at half time that I doubted the Knights. And he goes, don't ever disrespect the Knights, pal. And I think he's new to the channel where he thinks that if the Knights are to beat the Titans by a lot in a couple of weeks' time, he thinks I'd be really impacted and really affected. My guy, I deal with a lot worse than you. I deal with a lot worse than you, dude. Newcastle can eat a dick balls first. Jay Hayes says, well, there you go. He did say it. Jay Hayes did say that. None of our biggest rival is us. They all have a big rivalry. Yeah. Who's the other one? Yeah. I don't really have a great deal. No. Alex, speaking of last night, where's everyone's bets? Yeah, we haven't had a great deal. We haven't had bets in this one, but obviously some people might be at work or doing something else there. But, we've still got 2 games to go here today. 2 games left here today to get something rock and roll and someone to win some money. Lane Ballsack says, Warriors are little kids to the Storm. Well, they did get punched. They did get punched in the mouth when they played then. My goodness me, didn't they? I think it was, 70-10 or 70-14 or something like that? I don't know. It was definitely something ridiculous, though. It was pretty considerable, that margin. Let's put it that way. But I don't know if that would happen again, but that was one of the worst days, I would say, in Warriors history, for sure. They got absolutely slapped down there in Melbourne. So do you think the Raiders coming back, they paying $4? I would say it's a shout. I don't necessarily think it does happen, but I definitely think it's a shout there. I wouldn't put it past them. $4 is actually probably pretty good odds, to be fair. They're a team that normally would give up the second half, but if they're down, it definitely doesn't surprise me if they were able to come back here. But look, I wouldn't necessarily put big money on it. I wouldn't put big money on it. 1 second here. Dear me. Regal Burger says, nice Warriors. Rays should do it better. After a Ricky halftime spray, Justin Martin's Warriors' biggest rivals are themselves, probably Storm and/or Broncos, Campo versus Webkey. No, Warriors' biggest rivals, yeah, definitely would be themselves, to be fair. One Muppet leaves, one Muppet enters. Oh, yeah, true, that one. Verk says, Warriors in the past have put up good fights against the Storm, but this last couple of years, Storm have smoked them. Yeah, Warriors used to be a bit of a bogey team, per se. They used to be a bit of a crazy... a bit of a bogey team there, but obviously, yeah, in recent history, they've been slapped quite considerably there. But Ricky Hunter, this halftime spray nonsense is what gets me. You know, this halftime spray, it's like every single team does the halftime spray. The team winning is still probably going to get the halftime spray. The Warriors still haven't been fantastic in attack. Defensively, they've been solid, but attacking-wise, they've not really done too great here. So, like, this kind of notion that teams that are losing are always going to come back because of a halftime spray is pretty wild to me. But I guess it's because it fits the narrative of people wanting a comeback. But yeah, like, it's like the Tigers get a halftime spray every week and they don't win. You know what I'm saying? Scott James says, whose Tigers rivalry? Is it Dragons or Raiders? Ooh, I wouldn't say either of those. Tigers rivalry is probably Sharks. To be fair, it's a pretty loose rivalry there, but I'd probably say Sharks. That's about it. I don't think the Tigers really have a rivalry. They don't like the Titans because we always beat them. But I would say that there's no real rivalry there for the Tigers. Tigers Cowboys? No, I disagree. No, I wouldn't say Tigers have any rivalry there. I wouldn't say Tigers have any rivalry. But second half's about to get started, you guys. Let's hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're on your anti. Balmain world rivals with South, they were, but obviously, funnily enough, the Tigers, like we said last night, Tigers are rivalries with themselves. Their fan base hates each other. They're like the West and Balmain fan base hate each other. So I would say that their biggest rivals are actually in fact themselves. Yeah. James Paul says, I bet on Raiders -2.5, Savage anytime try scorer, and Tomoka anytime try scorer for a $20 donor. Warriors my team, and I always feel bad betting against them. Gee whiz, yeah, you shouldn't have bet against them, but we'll write down that donor. We'll write it down. So James Paul here. James Paul says Raiders -2.5. Raiders -2.5. Also Savage anytime, and Tomoka anytime Savage. I don't think any of those have scored though, have they? Tomoko anytime, and then for $20 reduce. $20 reduce. Alright guys, second half's underway here. Thumbs up, subscribe, let's get it. Justin Button says, Warriors break my heart most weeks. Please don't let them butcher this lead. 14 points ain't enough. Yeah, 14 points isn't enough here, man. But look, surely they don't cop this one up. But I just wouldn't be surprised. 4-1 odds is actually pretty good. I wouldn't put any big money on that though. Brighton Robinson says, do you reckon Christian Welsh ended up being a massive loss for the Storm considering all the work in the middle? Yeah, absolutely. And he's 40-20 attempt here. Oh my god, no way. Oh no, it started, Warriors fans. Oh, well, Marcelo Montoya has just made a really big boo-boo. Really, really big boo-boo. Big boo-boo-boo-boo. Big boo-boo. So that's going to be, whether you want to call it a 40-20 or just touched off Marcelo Montoya, it's up to you. It's up to you. So Raiders will get the ball here. 11 metres out here from the line. There'll be 10 metres out here from the line. They go right-hand side now. Adam Elliott, you cannot give a try straight away. This is what happened with the Raiders in the first half. Is it just this side? Is the wind going strongly this way? It must be the wind favouring this side then, maybe. I don't know. Because the Warriors have just done what the Raiders did in the first half. So 5 metres out now. Second tackle, right-hand side. Wide head. Big run, but good defence again from the Warriors. So third tackle now. About 2 metres out here from the line. They're going to go right-hand side to Flogerty. Flogerty here to Savage. Savage here to... Oh, they're going to score here. They're going to score here. Oh, my God, again, they've stopped the try. Oh, no, it's going to be a try. That's a try for the Raiders. Yeah, that's going to be a try for the Raiders there. And it's going to be Albert Hopewade, I think it is. So it'll be 14-4, and now they can change that score back to 14-4. Down there. Try time for the Raiders, and be careful here, Warriors. My gosh, that was quick. My gosh, I can't believe Tomoka didn't score that just then. Actually, yeah, James, I just realised it's Tomoka, but it will be Albert Hopewade who scores the try there for the Raiders after the mistake. And this is exactly how the first half started, but in favour of the Warriors. Just throwing that out there, guys. In favour of the Warriors. Versus the North Sydney Bears were rivals against Manly back in the day. I hate North Sydney Bears. I hate them with a passion. because they always try and put themselves with us. They always try to lap up a Titan. Basically, they always try to put themselves with the Titans so that they can get back into the comp, which is like, cool, you do you, man, but we don't like them. But obviously they don't give a shit about that. They obviously don't care about that, but we don't like them. Lone Ball 6 says, never mind, you're a Mupper because you're a Bronco. Oh yeah, that's why you could easily lock a Pilkington. That's a stupid comment. Brighton Robinson says that Rays comeback bet looking good. Yeah, the 4-1 odds, not too bad there. It's only 14-4, and obviously they're still hunting for the ace, so they've got a lot to play. So, Fogarty here from the right-hand side, from the sideline. Can he slap this one through here? Oh, it won't curl back enough. It will say 14-4. So, they were ahead of the time. They were ahead of the time in the scoreboard. They were a future teller. They were psychics. So, it is 14-4 here with 36.5 minutes to go of the game. Desmond says, Hopewade playing. I expect some fingering happening in this game. Is he? Surely he'd be related to John and Will. Is he? I don't know. I haven't seen him before. But surely he's related to John and Will there. Alright, but here come the Raiders. Here they come. It is all on here for the Rays to come back and keep themselves in the hunt for the top 8. So Rays get this ball up to the 15. Florida going to be the most mid play I've ever seen. Deary me. He's average, man. He is what he is. People overrate him significantly, but he is what he is, man. So Ray's now third tackle, gets ball out to the 30. And, Ray's here, making some good moves here. Oh, they're away, Starling. Oh, Starling really broke through there, 45 minutes out. Jeez, they're literally... Oh, Johnny is his father. Oh, true, well, there you go. Well, that makes sense. So they are definitely related then. Definitely related then. Now, the Green Machine definitely are starting to come back in this game here now, lads. Be careful, Warriors. Be careful. Be very, very careful. My goodness me. It's not game over just yet. They took the lead, but here we go. All right, now I can stop being distracted. So first tackle here for the Warriors. They'll be 10 minutes out from their own line. Bright Robinson, I don't mind Fogarty. Thought he went well last year at the Titans. Very okay at best. He's average. People overrated because of the Titans' fall this season. But the Titans' fall this season isn't because of Fogarty. It's because they had no 6. The 6 was the problem there. And Ash Taylor probably should have stayed there with the Titans. I know that he was obviously injured more often than not, but he was the only 6 realistically at the club. So third tackle now. I'm going to do this myself. Hold on 1 second here. Let's just get rid of this guy. All right. Zempai says, did Raiders get another try taken off them? What? No, it's 14-4. No, it's 14-4. I know the score doesn't show it here, but you guys are very well aware it's 14-4. 35 minutes to go here. First, I think Rays win this 24-14. I see Warriors falling off here, and Ricky would have given them the big talks. That's why I see that. Think I see that happening. I could see it happening. I think the Rays might be able to get the job done here. Like I said, I wouldn't put it past them, but it's just I wouldn't have put big money on the 4-1 odds. His attack was very okay at the Titans. I wouldn't say his attack was solid. I would say that at the time, he had Ash Taylor there in the 6, and the spine was a bit more stable. Then they went to go with Toby Sexton and thought Bremo could play in the 6, but obviously Bremo's not a 6, and they need an experienced half alongside Toby Sexton. Lane Balzac says, Warriors and Rays, anything can happen. Yeah, anything can happen. It's going to be a close game here with 35 minutes to go here in the game. They put that ball up in the air here, the Warriors. I think the wind is definitely going in that direction, which is the Raiders' direction here. So the first half, the Warriors' direction. This second half, the Rays. Justin Button says, man, the Rays have some many good, big, talented forwards. They seem to have a conveyor belt. Yeah, they're a very good forward-based team, but that's always because they've actually really, been delivered a lot of good forwards from England. They've really lapped onto that scene, and it's worked out well for them because English forwards do translate usually to the NRL. The English backs don't necessarily translate to the NRL. It's like with Georgie Williams. He actually translated originally, but did fall away a little bit towards the end before, obviously, the controversial exit. So right-hand side now, and the Raiders will get this ball inside the attacking half. Good run there by the number 15. I can't see who that is. And they'll go left-hand side to Whiten. Up in the air, tough kick here. Tough kick to take. Tough kick to take. Oh, good take. Very good take there from Marcelo Montoya. Needed to not make that mistake, considering. Brighton Robinson says, Tarpanay... just hide, Jay. Just hide. Tarpanay playing like he's off contract. Yeah, Tarpanay's been very good this season. Been very good for the Raiders this season. Well, they are playing like, obviously, they're... Oh, he's going to call a penalty here. So Harrison B is going to get straight back up after that. I want to see if this actually is a crusher here. So they're saying this is a crusher on Adam Elliott. Jared Twister was 14. It was showing 14-4 at halftime now when the Raiders scored the points taken off. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's definitely 14-4. Well, it says it now, but it's definitely 14-4. Do not forget, guys, we'll be showing the Panthers versus the Sharks game right after this, and also the game after that, which is the big one, Rabbitohs versus the Storm. Big game, that one. So Warriors now, they'll get this ball to the 50. First tackle now. At least they're showing something here, the Warriors, you know. Like, obviously, they still might lose this game, but at least they're showing something, which is great to see. You know, it just gives some kind of hope for them going forward. Like I said, I think the next year they'll still struggle quite considerably. They'll probably still win a lot of their home games, but overall, I still see them struggling quite considerably. But it gives the Warriors fans hope, and I guess they can support their team to maybe a win here. And it will avoid... I would assume that they would avoid this with a win here as well. 50-50 game, Storm Rabbits. Yeah, I've gone Storm based on the fact that I don't see Storm losing 4 in a row. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have tipped the Rabbitohs. But 4 in a row is just something I would not expect from the Storm ever. So, fifth tackle now. They're 8 minutes out of the line. But no, I'm pretty excited for that Rabbitohs Storm game. Warriors. Oh, that's going to be... I think that's a knock on here from the Warriors. Yeah, it's going to be a knock on for the Warriors there. So, it'll be a handover here. And the Rays will get the ball 10 metres out. Yeah, the things that... Oh, Blocker Roach is actually making something that actually sounds a little bit like sense here. Things that were going right for the Warriors in the first half are kind of not really falling for them so far in the second half, 8 minutes in. Tasman says, surely they don't lose 4 in a row. Like, I think the Sharks probably cover the spread. I think they probably don't... I think they only lose 1 to 12. I don't think they lose by as much as people are saying. And I think the Storm do win, but that's a tough game to call that last one. It really is. I would never write the Storm off. I would never write the Storm off. So Raiders now, they could lose the next 8 games in a row, and I'd still, well, 8 games would be into the finals, but they could lose the next 5 games in a row, I still wouldn't write the Storm off. So penalty here to the Raiders. Things are going their way. Raiders can score, then go back to forgetting how to play. The wind actually is still going back actually that way. So maybe the Raiders, I don't know, the wind is all over the place today. All right, so 31 minutes to go here, and the Raiders inside the attacking half with that penalty, 48 minutes out of the line. They score here. This is going to get very dangerous here with the Warriors. Very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Warriors, though, are really surprising today. They were in the first half, not so much now in the second half. They should have been in 6 again, to be completely honest with you. Starling there with a nice little run, gets this ball to the 30. Third tackle. So 30 minutes to go of the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new. Smack the thumbs up button. Left-hand side to Whiten. Oh, my God, they've got numbers here. Oh, but Chris couldn't get the ball out of the wing. Fourth tackle. Justin Button says still can't stand Blocker Roach. No one can. No one can. Raiders, Adam Elliott. Really good run now. Adam Elliott's still pushing. Right-hand side gives it off to Floggety. Gets it off to nobody. And then Tomoko cuts back on the inside. Tomoko! Oh, Tomoko, really strong run here. Gets his ball inside the attack in 10. Could get the offload. Doesn't allow it, though. That was a great run there by Tomoko. Go right-hand side here, you would. No, they're not going to do that. Thomas Starling, left-hand side. Floggety, up it goes. Pretty good kick. Oh, a good take there from Wateni Zalesniak, and they're going to get a 7 tackle set here. It actually was a pretty terrible kick. I don't know why I said it was a good kick. Oh, they've got the ball away there. Jeez, he got absolutely cut in that tackle. But Sean Johnson gets his ball out to the 43. Scott James says, wow, Warriors. I wouldn't say that's a wow, Warriors play. That was a really bad kick in the end. It actually ended up being a 7 tackle set. It was a really easy actual take. Oh, 4 pass. But 45 minutes out now, first tackle. I don't think that was good defense from the Warriors. I think that was just really poor attacking kick there from the Raiders. But that's what you get from Fogarty, you know. His kicks are very bland. Very, very bland. You need to really make something of it. So second tackle now, right-hand side. Bugsy R4, third tackle at 30. But no, I don't think anyone can stand Blocker Roach, mate. I don't understand how he continues to get a job. He must still just... Surely his contract must be expiring soon. Warriors most underrated team in the NRL. I'm going to disagree with you. So right-hand side here for the Warriors. Kicks it through. It's going to be... Oh, good take there. I thought that was going to be an easy catch there for Jesse Arthurs. The ball must have bounced away from it. The ball must have just bounced away from there. So right-hand side, and let's see if the Warriors can take it back in goal. No, Raiders at 6. This is a really big defensive set if the Warriors keep them inside their own, 20 for a kick potentially. Yeah, I think the Storm do break the losing streak personally. So third tackle. Now, I still think the Rabbitohs have a lot to work on. I think that, they still conceded 30-odd points to the Dogs last week. So Raiders here with a nice little cheeky run. Starling himself. Oh, he didn't pass it. I think he was always planning to not pass that. Dustin Barton says, man, Tomoko's a pocket rocket. Imagine if he had a good pass on him, he'd be dangerous as a hooker. Yeah, Tomoko's a very strong ball runner. 40-20 attempt here. Oh, my God. Oh, the ball didn't bounce right for the Raiders there. Jeez, that was lucky there for the Warriors, but Harris Savita gets crunched with the tackle later and he's out from his own line. This is going to be a very interesting last 28 minutes here, guys. Honestly, it's going to be... The Warriors will be on the back foot for the next 28. It's just if they can hold them out. Yes, Lucas, they scored off an error. But it was still a pretty decent try, but it was off a Marcelo Montoya error that ended up being effectively a 40-20, but was just a lost ball over the sideline. So Tavanga now taken down at the 45. And they'll go right-hand side to Sean Johnson. Johnson now close to a 4 pass there. Toa Harris, he'll get this ball to about the 42. 40 metres out, left-hand side to Sean Johnson. Good call, Truckin. Very good call. Very good call. Good take by Xavier Savage. Savage's away here. Oh, jeez. Good tackle last second there. Jeez, I thought he was away. Jeez, Savage was so close to making the biggest break of the game. So Raiders, it looks like Savage might have an injury. Oh, Wyatt's away. Oh, tripped up last second again. My God, the Raiders have been this close to making 2 massive breakaways here. The momentum has massively switched. The Warriors are going to be super careful. Tarvana comes back onto the field. All right, and now there's an injury here maybe for the Raiders with Elliot Whitehead. I think he's trying to milk a penalty maybe for a high tackle. I think he's trying to milk a penalty. So Xavier Savage is... Xavier Savage is injured here. I don't know if he's going to be able to go on here. So Adam Elliott comes out there for Joe Tarpanay. So Xavier Savage does not look like he's going to be able to go on, but I don't know. I've seen crazy things happen. 4 tackle now for the Raiders. They're 45 metres out. Left-hand side, Whiten to Savage, who's actually all right. He's all right now, and Sebastian Chris will get this ball to the 30. Jeez, Warriors are going to be under a lot of pressure for the rest of this game. Whiten, up it goes. Wow, that's a tough kick. That's a very high kick. Oh, good take. Wow, no, Montoya. Don't ever pass that ball, Montoya, like that. Why did he do that? He's lucky the Warriors caught that. Why would you do that on any planet ever? Why would you do that on any planet ever? My gosh. So third tackle, 25 metres out. Wild pass. It was a wild pass, man. It was very wild. Warriors nearly break through as well. 40 metres out, 4 tackle. Scott James, Warriors learning from Dragons, 14 points is all you need. Yeah, to be fair, 14 points is all you need, but Raiders in the second half have been a bit better than Manly were. That was a wet weather impacted game there. Good take of Xavier Savage. So it must have just been a bit of a cork or something like that. He's all right. He was limping, but he is fine now. But he will get taken back to about the 13. Oblivion Game says, I need Papali'i and Adam Elliott. Come on. Jeez, that's 2 random try scorers. You're dreaming. You're dreaming. Verk says, Savage needs to come off. I don't think why? He doesn't look injured now. Harold Renara there with an okay-ish run. Gets the ball to the 30. Oh, that's a second effort there. No, they're not going to call it. So Tom Starling here. Tavanga will take him down. 4 tackles, 25 metres out. Is it wet for Storm Rabbits? It's in Sydney. I believe it's wet right now. So maybe Tarpon there with a really poor run. Could be. It could be, but I don't know. And Flogarty will put that ball up in the air. Warriors been pretty safe with the high ball so far, and Harris Savita will catch that one. And he'll get taken down now at the 20. Why would you get on them, Oblivion? Yeah, it makes no sense. As the two random try scorers there, to be fair, and Papali'i and Adam Elliott. Look, Adam Elliott was close before, though. Adam Elliott was very... Actually, both those guys were close, but like they're not... I wouldn't be getting on both of those to try in a game, you know what I mean? Like, I'd get on one of them, maybe, but I wouldn't get on both of them trying a game. Andrew says, hey, mate. Hello, mate. Actually, it could rain on and off the rail. Looks patchy. Well, it's good on the Gold Coast right now, but in Sydney, I believe it was raining, but I don't know. Kerry says, first 40 minutes, Canberra, 7, Warriors, 4, penalties. It's a fact, the more you get penalised, so you're still complaining about the referees from the Manly game. So, fit tackle here with the Warriors. You're going to be at the halfway point. But I do agree with Parramatta try impacted it. I agree with that one. That should have been a try too, Parramatta, but it is what it is. Xavier Savage, he is Savage. Oh, he had to pass the ball there, man. He had Albert Hobwada open. I had Albert Hobwada too. Yeah, but Hobwada's a winger. Like, that's... Like, I get it, but I get how it's a relative risk there considering, but it's also a winger, so it's not really a great deal of a risk. So as fanboys, Xavier Savage actually has to come off. He definitely has to go off now. White gives it off now, and they get ball to the halfway point. Dustin says Adam Elliott gets through some serious work. Xavier Savage, his knee, he's done something to his knee here. No, it doesn't look like an ACL press up, but he definitely needs to come off. So Thomas Darling, right-hand side, good little run there, good little sneaky run, but he'll get this ball to about 25 metres out. They're silently threatening. They're not like putting any serious pressure on the Raiders, but they're the ones with the field position at the moment. They put that ball up in the air, and that's going to be knocked back here. Oh, my God. Oh, it's going to be knocked on. So close. I thought the Raiders scored there, but it's going to be cool. There's a knock on there for the Raiders. Very lucky there for the Warriors again. The Raiders actually get up for that one, knock that one back, but it will be classed as a knock on. Oh, no, let's have a look here. And close, but I'm not too unhappy with the call. Not too unhappy with the call there. Don't understand why players put any more pressure on their knee if it's damaged. Yeah, I would be taking Xavier Savage off immediately, even if he starts walking fine like he just did. Canberra $1.33. The Raiders are still $1.33 to win this game. Wow, that's a big call. $3? No way! No way Raiders be $1.33 right now, down by... That's a knock-on for the Warriors. Oh, no, Warriors. Oh, they've lost their challenge too. So it's going to be Raiders' ball here. Bro, that's poor from Jazz Tavanga. That's poor. So Raiders now with 15 metres out of the line. Sam Griff says, how the Warriors winning. The coach put drugs in their water before game. Miracle. Don't get too happy too soon. Don't be too happy too soon. Lucas says, because they want to play Zen by trainers, need to pull the players off and protect them. So Jazz Vunga makes a big mistake there. Raise the $3. I was going to say that makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. But that will change any moment now because the Raiders are going to be 15 metres out with a fresh set of 6. I need Kotrich, Young, and Chris try scorers. Well, that's not impossible. But Whiten! Oh, 10 metres out of the line, guys. First tackle. Here we go for the Raiders. Quick tap. Gives it on Hudson Young! And he'll be 1 metre out. They've been 1 metre out so many times tonight, the Raiders. It's been ridiculous. It's been ridiculous. Starling, right hand side to Papali'i. Papali'i here. He'll get this ball offload to Flogarty. Flogarty here. He's going to go selfie. And they're going to be, again, about 2 metres short. It's actually ridiculous, the scramble defense here for the Warriors today. Floating is it off to Starling. Starling, left-hand side. Oh, wow. How is that not a knock-on? But again, 2 metres out of the line. Fourth tackle, sorry. Raiders gives it underneath to Whiten. Again, 1 metre out of the line. The defense is incredible. Starling quickly, 6 again here. Oh, try on the Raiders. Sebastian Chris. Wowee. So it's going to be a try for the Raiders there. It was 6 again anyway, but that was insane pace. That pace was absolutely insane from the Raiders. They had a 6 again there, but they went bang, 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 bang. That is one of the fastest plays I've seen all season. They picked it up, they went. They picked it up, they went. They picked it up, they went. And then they went out left-hand side. That was a very rugby union-esque play just then. Wowee, that was very pacey for the Raiders. You just could not breathe in that instance. My gosh. Yeah, injured Saville with a try assist, Blake Harler. Wow. Yeah, wowee. So Raiders now down by 6, but they've got a kick to come to make it a 4-point game. 20 minutes to go here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button right down there. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Do not forget, in about an hour's time, we'll be jumping off with the Sharks and the Panthers game. Before, obviously, we'll be doing later on tonight the Rabbitohs and the Storm. Sebastian Chris, most tries for Raiders this year with 8. Second is Tomoko and also Hudson Young. Alrighty. So 19 minutes and 42 seconds to go here of the game. The Raiders down 14-0 at half time, but they're doing what they usually do best for themselves, though. My gosh. My goodness me. We need to smash the Storm. Warriors smash the Storm. Logan Pilling says Warriors full-time fullback next year. They'll be charged Nickel Clockster. Star Wars fanboys, which is the better game? Sharks vs Panthers or Rabbitohs vs Storm? I believe Rabbitohs vs Storm, but I still think Sharks will cover the spread. I think they'll cover the plus 12.5. I don't think they lose 13 plus, but I still think the Panthers do win that one. And Floggity will actually get the kick there, so it'll be a 4-point game. Wowee! That kind of avoids the... that more than likely will avoid the field goal here, and it'll probably mean if the Raiders score next. Honestly, you could argue that whoever scores next wins. You could argue whoever scores next wins, because if the Warriors get it back out to 20, be a bit tough with 19 minutes to go. But if the Raiders score next, I think they win. No, we need to not get 70 put on us. I like that thought process, Lucas. I like it. Verks says Sebastian Chris is a great finisher this season. He's been great. Yeah, he's got 8 tries, the most of the Raiders for the comp. Most of the comp for the Raiders. So, yeah, no, he's been doing well. Bright Robertson says, I don't know if the Sharks' defense is good enough. Oh, I think they'll give it a good go. I think the Sharks will be pretty right. So left-hand side here, and the Raiders now get the sport of 20. Sam Griffith makes a good point. No, you can never say the Warriors will win, even if they're 20 ahead in the last 10. They find a way to shit the bed. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I love how they're showing the live ladder as if like it changes at all. The only way it changes is the Raiders win, and the Raiders would only go to 10th, which is one spot above them, above the Dragons. The Dragons would go back into 11th. Third tackle here with the Raiders. They're 35 metres out here on their own line. Tom Starling gets up to Papali'i. Papali'i with a pretty alright run. Gets the fourth tackle, 45 metres out. Star Wars fan, I feel bad for people sitting on the left side of the field, no scoring or game. Oh, it happens, man. You get used to... well, to be fair, I go to all the games, but people who, yeah, their only game, yes. But I get used to, that kind of shit happening very frequently. So 20 metres out here from the line, the Warriors. So the Raiders run home, guys. The Titans away at Seabus. Then the Panthers, the Dragons, the Knights, the Manly Seagulls, and the Tigers. Good last game of the season for them, dearie me. I think it is at Leichhardt, but still. They have a pretty tough schedule there, though. The Panthers are obviously going to be tough, but the Knights and the... No, not the Knights, sorry. The Dragons and Manly are two teams. They're competing for the 8th. So if they win those two games, they win this game, and then win one of those two games, or especially win both of them, one against Manly and one against the Dragons, they are a good shout, but they would have to really rely on not getting absolutely pumperunos by the Panthers. So Sean Johnson on third tackle, why? Why are you kicking on third tackle? You want to soak up as much time as you can right now, Sean Johnson. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. You would have had a better opportunity to try and go for a 7-tackle set, or a... no, not a 7-tackle set, a repeat set. It makes no sense what Sean Johnson just did on third tackle. Brian Robertson said, do you think the Dolphins will have a decent fan base next year? Yeah, they've got a good fan base in the Q Cup, so yeah, they'll have a good fan base in the NRL, especially with some Broncos fans transitioning as well, especially the East Coast and the North Coast area. But with that being said, they'll still struggle in their games. Fourth tackle now. So Reece Walsh hasn't even been played here, guys. Just throwing this out there. It shows a lot. It tells you a lot about what's happening. 40-20 attempt here. Oh, it's a 40-20 for the Raiders. Oh, no, Warriors. That's a brilliant play from Jack Whiten. That is a brilliant play from Jack Whiten. The pace from the Raiders here is amazing. The pace from the Raiders is amazing in this last 10 minutes or so. That last try they scored was just pace. The way they're playing right now is very, very frenetic. Very frenetic. So the Raiders here, left-hand side, gives it off to Papali'i, and he'll be about 12 metres out of the line. That was a great kick from Johnson. No. Oh, yeah, Johnson set that up to be found, third tackle. He should have been kicking out on third, man. Should have been kicking on third. Whiten! Oh, 3 metres out of the line, second tackle, 16 minutes to go. Warriors don't want to play Walsh. It tells you a lot. Raiders! Oh, 1 metre out. They've been there so many times in this game. Sebastian Chris. They roll back to Hudson Young. Young here to Gula, and Gula will be 3 metres out of the line, 4 tackles. They've been in this situation so many times this game. It's crazy how the score's only 14-10 and in favour of the Warriors. Right hand side here with the Raiders. Floggity. Try top of the Raiders. Try top of the Raiders, and that was an easy try right on through there. The Raiders will score and will more than likely take the lead. That was a bit of an odd celebration there from Harawira. But unfortunately, the Warriors, they're going to more than likely go down 16-14 here. Oh, dearie me. That try celebration, though, bit sus, man. Bit interesting try celebration, that one. But that was a really easy try. Break right on through there. And Harawira will, well, he will, let's put it on a positive note, guys. He will put extra into the pot for the Try July fund. You know, it's a positive. It's a positive. My goodness me. Malcolm's man's harping a Warriors fan. Bro, I know all about how you're feeling right now, baby. I know all about how you're feeling, and it sucks. I know, especially having to deal with me celebrating that try. Like, I obviously don't care who wins this game, but I have to do my best to be as non-biased as possible, and I will celebrate both these teams scoring tries here. But yeah, look, it sucks obviously being up 14-0, but like I said at half-time, the Warriors are known as a team that have one very good half and one very bad half, and they had a very good half. And then again, I will throw this out there again. This is actually very lucky that you're not losing 13 plus here. I just want to throw this out there. Because you were up 14-0, but two of those tries came off the back of the silly errors that the Raiders made in the first 7 minutes of the game. And then the Raiders stopped making those silly errors, and you didn't get shit. You didn't get shit for the rest of the game so far. So it's 16-14 here to the Raiders. They take the lead. So what I'm saying is that those two tries were actually on the back of Raiders' mistakes rather than Warriors' actual genuinely, quality attack, putting the sets up, getting the sets moving, rolling, getting good meters, and then actually scoring off the back of that really good set. Sorry, guys, I just choked myself there. But the Raiders had the lead there. Reece Walsh is about to come on here. Lucas says, Teddy needs to do that try, Sally. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Oh, no. Who's talking smack? Who's talking smack now? Hold on 1 second here. Hold on, with Walsh unlikely to be released to join the Storm, Bellamy is said to be exploring other options, which includes Titans youngster Jaden Campbell. Yeah, good luck, mate. So, I know that's not happening. So, Raiders here get this ball to the 15. I love the media, bro. I really do. I love them. Justin Button says, real hard being a Warriors fan. They break my heart most weeks. Yeah, I know the feeling as a Titans fan. We're all in this together, baby. We are the Dribbler Squad. We've got the Warriors. We've got the Titans. We have got the Newcastle Knights. We've got the Parramatta Eels, and we absolutely have the West Tigers. Don't you worry, sir. Don't you worry. So, Raiders here. They're 42 minutes out from their own line. Third tackle, the pace 6 again here. Oh, no, Warriors. This is dangerous. They could still lose this game 13+. They could still lose this game 13+. And also, Warriors fans, I want to say to you, I was at the Titans-Raiders game in Canberra where this exact same thing happened to my team. But my team was up 22-4, not 14-0. We're up 22-4. So I know exactly how you're feeling in this exact situation. In this exact situation, I know how you're feeling. So Raiders here, 30 minutes out, third tackle, right outside. Imagine not being the dribble squad. You wouldn't want to not be the dribble squad. I said 28-14 to the Raiders. Cool. So right hand side of the Raiders, fourth tackle, 25 metres out. Floggity, Harawira. Jeez, floats it. Ray's still going here. Ray's still going here. Sabane! Oh, he's trying to pull backwards. I don't even know what they're even doing right now. They don't need to do all this. Oh, my goodness me. Why are the Raiders going so hard? They're up by 2. You don't need to play this crazily. Robert Evans says, let's go Raiders. Buddy, look at the Raiders go, mate. Right hand side into Floggity. Floggity! I don't know. Is this a try of Harawira? Has he got this down before the line? They're going to call try here. We have to check this though. This is humiliating if this is a try. This could be a double here for Harawira in the space of a few minutes. This could be a double for him. Chocolate everywhere says for and against. Yeah, you need the for and against, Rays fans. You need this for and against badly. Kicks it through. That's actually a pretty solid kick, but that's poor defense there from Harris Savita. You need to see the back line here to see if this is going to be very close here. And oh, no, it's in. No, that'll be in. I think that's going to be in. I think that's going to be in there for the Raiders. So it will be a 6-point game here, but it should be an 8-point game because they should get this kick. I think he gets that. I think he saw there was enough grass and they will confirm the try. So the Raiders will take the lead here 20-14 with a kick to come. Oh, no, Warriors. No. No, because I'm done with this game. It's Muppet. I thought you were saying the Warriors were the most underrated team in the Cup about 20 minutes ago. No. Lion Ball says typical Warriors conceding 20 points in 20 minutes. There's still 11 minutes to go here, man. The Raiders need all the points differential they can get, so I'm just throwing it out there. But then again, the Warriors did score a couple of tries late on against the Eels last week. But Jamal Flogerty should get this kick here. I hope one of you boys in the chat can put some live coin on live betting at $3. I can't have bet against my team, even though I know it's an easy collect. What, for the Warriors to win? There's no way you bet on the Warriors right now. No way you bet on the Warriors right now. I wouldn't spend your money. I wouldn't spend nobody's money on the Warriors right now, brother. So it's going to be 22-14 here to the Raiders with 11 minutes to go here of the game, guys. Oh, come on, Warriors. Got to try and make it close. Now the Raiders when we were up. Oh, true. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, 4-1 at half-time. Would have been good. Did say it was possible, but I also said I wouldn't be putting too much money on it. But I was very distracted at the time. I was very distracted. Unfortunately, no Savage and Tomoko, though, for James Paul, because the -2.5 is probably going to come off here. My mum doesn't let me bet. Warriors are going to go for the short kickoff here with 11 minutes to go. That's unbelievable, Warriors. That's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, it's really dumb. Like, why are you taking a short kickoff with 11 minutes to go? So, Raiders run home, Titans, Panthers, Dragons, Knights, Manly, Tigers. We already read through this. I'm not too sure why they're showing us again. Left-hand side here, Haru Renara. The Raiders are on a roll here. I have no idea how dumbfounding... That dumbfounding decision was incredible. That was a really dumbfounding decision there to go for that short kick. That short kick was really stupid. Like, you're down by 8 with 10 minutes to go. There's still plenty of time. You need to settle down. So, left-hand side now. Whiten on forward tackle. Kicks it over the top. That's going to be a very good kick. So, Warriors will get the ball here. 10 minutes out. How do you do a faders against the faders? Well, the Titans did it. The Warriors did it. Like I said, Raiders are actually pretty good at coming back, but they're also good at losing the lead. Something with Samsons. Can Raiders score again, please? They can. But... in the same sense, it's going to be... there's still 10 minutes to go here, man. There's plenty of time. I still could see... I don't know if the referee is going to give the Warriors a penalty with the crowd in their favour. Obviously, the Raiders need the points differential. They need the points differential here, but the Warriors, they get the ball offloaded here, right outside between Celestin. The worst thing they could do is make a mistake. The worst thing they could do is make a mistake. Alright, so Warriors here, left-hand side. Shawnee Johnson gives it off to literally nobody. Reece Walsh now picks it up and he'll step around. He will not be able to get the offload and they'll be 33 metres out from their own line. 4 tackle now. 4 tackle. This is a respectable... like, it's not... considering the score, it's not a great deal respectable. But, like, I'm just saying the scoreline is actually respectable if they lose by this, as long as they don't concede. They've made literally like 10 metres, by the way. So Reece Walsh will whack that ball up in the air. Tough kick to take, but he does take it there. He does take it there, Hawaii, and now they get this ball to the halfway point. Justin Barnes says, bring Reece Walsh on with 10 minutes left. Best player in our team, and he's warming the bench. Yeah, it's just a bit of an ego thing, I would say. I think it's because of the Storm situation, the fact that he's going to the Broncos. I think that it's a bit of an ego thing that definitely shouldn't have happened. I think that was the wrong call to make. I think, yeah, they just wanted to prove a point, and it's really backfired on them. Has Walsh given a good amount of effort? Well, he's only come on the last 5 minutes. 2 minutes he's only been on for. So Tarpany, before tackle now. They're 10 metres out here from the line. Oh, here we go, right inside. Raiders. Oh, hurry now for a triple. Oh, so close. 3 minutes out, he lost the ball. He lost the ball, so the Warriors will get the ball here 3 minutes out from their own line. Bunty is an exciting ball runner. Surprised no one offered to pay him more. It's because that's all he really offers, though, No Man's Land. He's only really a ball runner there. You know, he doesn't really do a great deal elsewhere. Gary says, yes, but when are the flogging is going to start? We have to improve our for and against. Yeah, well, that's why you need to score another try. You know, you need to help your for and against. But all you need to do is win, man. You play Manly, you play the Dragons, but you don't play the Roosters. They're going to challenge this. The Raiders are going to challenge this. What are they challenging? No way. He's just lost this ball here. No, he's just lost it. Oh, he might actually strip this. I don't know. I don't actually really think... That's a tough call. If this is called as a penalty, this is a very tough call. He's making a tackle here. Oh, they're going to say strip. It's a tough call. It's a tough call here, but they're going to make the call. It is what it is. I'm going to disagree with it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I would disagree with it. So what do? They take the 2 here to get a better for and against, and they go for the try. I would agree that was a loose carry, Lucas, but it's not like it's going to really cost the game here. They're going to take the 2 here. They're going to take the 2. So they're going to go for the 2 here to make it... are they? Yeah, they're going to take the 2 here. So they're going to go up 24-14. So they're going to think about the for and against here. They're going to think about the for and against, which is interesting. I think it's a tough call. I think this is the wrong call here for the Raiders. I think that you're up by 8. The 2 points here aren't really going to make a difference. I would go for the try. You're already up by 2 scores. I would be going for the try in this situation. But you know what? Do what you need to do to win the game, I guess. They'll slow the play down and I guess try and finish this one off. But I disagree with going for the 2 here. I would just go for it. There's no real issue going for it here. I'm not too sure what the point is, but cool. Wow, Port Adelaide lead the Cats 12-0. So 7 minutes to go here, and Fogarty will make the kick. So it will be a 10-point game here, guys, 24-14. Really odd decision to go for the 2 there, but it's what it is. Should have gone for the try, they would have scored on us. I agree, I think the Raiders definitely would have scored. But instead they have obviously gone for the 2, and they'll get it, they'll take it, and the points differential now helps them plus 10. So they're definitely above the Dragons regardless here. They're above the Dragons regardless. But plus 10 would make them minus 27. So they're not too far behind Manly. They're still pretty far behind Rabbitohs and Roosters, but not a great deal behind Parramatta, who's in 6th with 14 points differential. But Parramatta are still 4 points above all those other guys chasing. All right, Warriors again with a short kickoff. Oh, to be fair, it is only 6 minutes to go now. There is only 6 minutes to go. So Raiders here, 30 minutes out. 7 minutes left. It's going to get ugly. Yeah, I could only see one try at max here from the Raiders to finish this off, to be fair. But I just don't really... I don't really feel like the short kickoffs are necessary. Like, you're kind of inviting the pressure at this point. You're just really inviting the pressure of the Raiders who really want to score more points here. Brian Robertson says Roosters would have to win all their games, but 2 and have Bronx lose to Tigers and Dragons stop them in the 8. Not going to happen. Roosters are going to make the 8, mate. Blitzer says, we don't like it when the Raiders score 24 points in one half at Geo. We don't like it. It gives us PTSD. It does. It definitely does. It definitely does. And fit tackle here for the Raiders. 35 minutes out here from the Warriors line. Renee says hello. Hello, but Renee. So Raiders now, they'll go right-hand side to Fogarty. He'll put that ball up in the air. And that's going to be knocked back here for the Raiders. Still their ball. Harry Wiranara kicks it. It's going to be a dropout here. It's actually going to work out here for the Raiders. Wow. Wow, it's actually going to work out here for the Raiders. All right, so 24-14 here, and that's unfortunate there for the Raiders. Just weren't good enough there again. Harawinara's kick sits up perfectly in the end goal. Walsh tried to leave it, and he had to. They go for a short kick here, and it's going to be a catch by the Raiders. All right, 11 minutes out here. Here come the Raiders. They could score here to make it a 13-plus game. First tackle now. Fogarty, left-hand side to Starling. Starling here to Whiten. Whiten to Papali'i, and let's see if the Warriors have a bit of gumption about them. Let's see if they can hold them out here. Second tackle here for the Raiders. They're 13 minutes out. It's hard not to laugh at the Warriors. No, I'm not laughing at them. I feel bad for their fans, man. I do. I really do. Raiders, they'll be 5 minutes out from the line now. Third tackle. Third tackle here. 5 meters out. 4 minutes to go of the game. Xavier Savage goes right-hand side to Gula. Gula to Tarpanay. And Tarpanay will get taken down 5 meters out. 4 tackle here. Scramble defense has been pretty good most of the game. Well, second half, maybe not so much, but definitely the first half. Harry Renau for a triple! Oh, man, 1 meter short. Again, they've been 1 meter short many times this game so far. Many times. Tom Starling, left-hand side here. Gets up to Fogarty. Fogarty kicks it through. And it will be another dropout. It will be another dropout to the Raiders. Lucas says, at least we had a good first half. Well, yeah, but you have a good half all the time. It's like the Titans, you know. Like, I said that at the beginning of the season, but not anymore. Not anymore. All right, so they'll go for another short dropout here, the Warriors. You watch. They'll go for another short dropout. And they probably do go for the 2 again, the Raiders, if it's not 10. And Sean Johnson will short kick off to literally nobody there, which is really odd, but it goes to about 20 metres. That was a really weird short kickoff there. So first tackle over the Raiders, 20 metres out of the line. Starling goes left-hand side to Fogarty. Fogarty here to Gula, and Gula will get taken down about 13 metres out of the line. 32% possession in the second half of the Warriors, which has been pretty poor. Pretty poor for them. 39 times tackling opposition half of the Raiders compared to, I think, 9 times or so for the Warriors. Third tackle here for the Raiders. Savage is definitely not coming up well out of this game. He definitely has injured something. Left-hand side here for Tarpanay. Tarpanay still going here, and he will get taken down. 4th tackle here, 11 metres out. Don't forget, guys, I will be streaming Panthers Sharks and also the Rabbitohs and the Storm. Fogarty! Oh, nearly got through there. 5th tackle here, 6 metres out. Raiders now right-hand side, gives it off, and it's going to be Whiten. Whiten kicks it through, and oh my goodness me. Oh, it's a knock on there from Harold Renara too, though. I think Harold Renara will lock that ball on there too. It's going to be a no try here, but it's going to be a drop out here for the Warriors, the Raiders. It's unlucky for Harold Renara. It would have been a hat trick, but he loses as well. Scott James, time him out. Time out Scott James. There's no need to be a dickhead to the Warriors right now, man. Obviously, their fans are copping it. You know, it is what it is. This channel, I do give a bit of shit and talk a bit of shit and whatnot, mate. But, you know, there's no need to be disrespecting the Warriors fans in the chat, man. Like, it's heartbreaking for them. Reece Walsh obviously misses that one. But Harry Renara definitely will knock this ball on here anyway. It will be a dropout, I would safely assume. Let's have a look here. Yeah. Or maybe... he doesn't regrip it. It's going to be a knock-on. It's right, though. It's consistent, right? So it's consistent. The reason why they're calling this is because he doesn't regather it beforehand. You can't call this one a try if you're not going to call that Titans one against the Broncos a try. And multiple tries we've seen so far this season. They're going to call it based on that. So it will be a no try here, guys, with 2 minutes to go. Max Watson says, did Reece Walsh end up staying on the bench or did he start the game? No, he only came on with 10 minutes to go. G. Ransford says Rays for days. Yeah, Rays came back here. Didn't have a good first half, but a very good second half. So Warriors more than likely will go for another short kickoff here, and that's exactly what they do. And that goes out in the full by about 3 years. And the Rays might take the 2 here to make it a 12-point game. You would assume they probably take the 2 here to make it a 12-point game here. Because that's what they did before. To make it a 10-point game, they might just finish it up with a 12er. And they'll take the 2. They will take the 2 here, guys. Jack Whiten wants the tries, but Fogarty's going to decide to go for the 2 here. So the Rays will win this game by 12. The Rays will. 13-plus backers will be spewing right now. 13-plus backers would be absolutely spewing because the Rays would have scored more than... But then again, they've had attacking sets. They've had sets on the line, man. But it's just that the Warriors have been a pretty good scramble defense so far today. And it's funny how the Raiders were like 67% to win this game before the game started. Then it went down to 51%, and now it's 52%. So the Raiders will, unless it's a crazy miracle that happens in the last, 50 seconds or so of the game, the Raiders will win this one by 12, 26-14. All right. Don't forget, guys, so we'll be starting up at 5:15. So in probably about, half an hour's time, 25 minutes time, we'll be jumping on for that next game, which is the Sharkies and Storm game, which I think the Sharks will give it a good go. And all footy updates says Warriors were brave. I will disagree with you. I will say the Warriors were up 14-0, man. You can't really say that they were brave when they're going to lose 26-14 when they're up 14-0 at half time. The Raiders came home like a train. You can argue it's brave they didn't lose 13+, but, it's disappointing here, very much so. Very much so disappointing here for the Warriors. But the Raiders needed to win this game a lot more than what the Warriors did, The Raiders needed to win this game by a lot more. Reece Walsh going for a quick kick here, and he will kick it off very deep. And it will go 5 metres out, and then it's going to throw this ball. No, Goula's going to run this one back here. And there we go, guys. That will be the end of the game. That will be the end of the game. Tesseract says they could have potentially get 4 more points if they're fought against and practicing their attack. Absolutely, Tesseract. I agree. I don't believe they should have gone for the 2 twice then. They went for the 2 twice. But they're going to win by 12 points. They can't complain with that, considering that they were down 14-0 at one stage. Warriors just completely capitulated, and it's frustrating for Warriors fans. That's why I'm like, you don't really want to hear from dickheads in the chat talking shit. We've got 115 people here watching right now, guys. 57 likes. I'd really appreciate it if you go down and hit that thumbs up button. It does obviously help the content get to more people. Obviously, we'll be coming on live for the Sharks and Panthers game in literally 25 minutes time. Sharks and Panthers in 25 minutes time. So, yeah, look, like I said, Raiders keep themselves in the hunt for the 8 right now. And that's a big win for them. It's a big win, and it's a good comeback. It's a very good comeback for them. But like I said, guys, I'll see you in about 25 minutes' time. Thumbs up, subscribe, and it's going to be a very, very hot race for that 8. And the Rabbitohs, they need to win against the Storm tonight to make it a really red-hot race for that 8, because they're still technically in the hunt as well. Alrighty, guys, appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.